Welcome back, everybody, to the VESL Season 2 Rocket League High School Esports action. My name is Pyro J. I'm joined here by Chimako once again. And Chimako, we've had our go. We've had our run of these high school Rocket League teams. And now we've boiled down the 90-plus teams to just 12 groups of 6. We are down to 72. So here we go, Chimako. It's single elimination. This is where the going gets rough.
Single elimination. That means that if you're lucky and you're paired with a very tough school, you better do your best, okay? Don't be thinking that, oh, I'm screwed. I'm not going to do anything now. I don't have any more to go to, anything else to play for. No, you got to do your best right now because it is all or nothing. Luckily, it's a best of 5. It's a best of 5, not a best of 3. So if you screw up the first one, still got 2 more chances, okay? You can move forward with that. And that's that warms my heart. But if it's a blowout, I don't want to see 3 games of 12-1. That's the only thing I'm gonna say, guys. So please keep it competitive. Keep it competitive. Yeah.
And I agree. Yeah, it's like we need to see some close games here. These are all the teams that competed well enough to make it outside of their groups. And I'll tell you what, I want up you here, Chimako. I'm also looking for competitive games. I'm looking, too, for some 3v3s. I know some of you guys had basketball practice. I know this and that. Then we had some 2v3s and some 2v2s. But this time, only 24 teams at the end of these brackets are going to land to compete for the top of their region. So there's some big stakes to these single elimination brackets. We are looking for you guys to give the best that you can. So that's what we're looking for, Chimako, is we're going to have only 24 teams competing at those regional lands by the end of all this. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Well, they are going to play for land spots, which regardless of the prize pool, I think that's pretty cool. To be honest with you, having the chance to go and meet everyone in there. Some of them might be friends from middle school or something like that, and now we're separated. They can see each other. Maybe some of them you play ranked together. It doesn't matter what's the case. They can see each other and they can have a very good time. Now it doesn't matter, ping. It doesn't matter if my mom is making a lot of noise in the other room. Nothing of that. My cats are bothering me. No. Yeah. Everyone under the same environment and they can play together. That would be amazing for me. If I had the chance, back when, I will take it, in a split second. But they have to fight for it. It's not a chance that they can only just say, hey, give it to me. No, they have to fight for it, and they're fighting for it right now.
That's right, and it's going to be Piedmont, the B team, against Concord here. These two teams at the first round of this 6-team bracket. Bunch of different brackets here. We got a dozen 16 brackets, but for them, they are on the first round of this. So there are 2 teams out of this 16 bracket that get a bye spot. So they're already set up and ready to go to play the winner of this match here. Piedmont B and Concord, they got to earn that spot. And I'll tell you what, Chimako, I liked what you said about being able to compete on land. Not only does it get rid of all those distractions about family members doing this, pets doing that, you get no distractions on land. You also get to just play for your team. You also just get to represent your high school. And I think that's so cool, because a lot of times this esport can be more than just about your individual effort. Rocket League is a game where you got to win by the sum of your parts. You got to utilize teamwork to make it ahead of the opposition, but you also get to play under your banner. So there we go, guys. Game number 1 of this best of 5. The 2 banners being played under our Piedmont B team versus Concord High. And Chimako, we're already getting off to a hot start.
I remember Tarzan. I remember his name Hero as well. Ghosty is actually the one that gets the first goal. I was hoping for Tarzan, to be honest. I wanted to make a Vine joke, but I'm not going to do it anymore. One thing here, 2v3. We have seen those. We have seen those before, but this is going to be sadly the story. If one of those guys missed the spot and he doesn't play for the banner, as you were mentioning, it might make things a little bit harder for the rest of the team.
It really might. And you know what? If Piedmont B team has been experiencing these issues of trying to field all their players and still made it the top 3 of their group, then the credit due to them. But they're going to have to work extra hard if they want to advance in the rounds here for this single elimination bracket of day 4. So here we are. You can see how tough it's going to get for them as Concord High already have scored their second.
2-0, only 39 seconds have passed. This is not looking good at all for Piedmont B. Well, I mean, they knew what they were getting into with only two-man roster. So that's not a good thing for them, but they gotta do it. I mean, their best right now. It's a best of 5. Hopefully, maybe, just maybe the other teammate just gets home or whatever, ready to play on time before the best of 5 it's over. Imagine, just let goals flow. Just let all the goals flow. That way we have more replays, and that way our teammate has more chances to get home. Huh?
Okay,
thinking here for you guys.
Okay, I might sign up for that strategy, Javonka. So each goal elongates the game, giving time for the third of Piedmont B to show up. Okay, well, they're going to get more. So the strategy is working great. 4th for Concord High School. I'll add to the lore here because I do remember casting Piedmont B at some point during this week. And they had Bananakin, they had Slovak Mechs, but their third was also named Slovak Mechs. So that really confuses me because I'm not sure what the situation was there with their third having the same name as one of their teammates. Maybe they're twins and they're inseparable and couldn't think of a different name. But so, yeah, we'll look for the second coming, I guess, of the second Slovak Mechs.
Pyro, what if it's the same person with 2 controllers?
Oh my gosh.
And they found out and said, nope, you can't do it. So they force it now only 1 controller.
You know what? We may have gotten to the buried treasure in this hole that we're digging, Chamaco. I think maybe we have discovered what happened. Let's just sign up for that script and move right along here. As 5 goals are in for Concord High. But hey, chances still looming for Piedmont B. I am noticing another thing about the playstyle Piedmont B. They do play very deep defensively. And I kind of want to see players like Bananakin not get tied up on the goal line for too long. I know it's 2v3. I know it's tough to not play defense. But in those just glimmering moments where they have an attack, I think they got to pounce.
I'm sad right now because the only thing I asked for was competitive matches. And this is far from it. 3 minutes now, still on the clock. 6-0. I mean, I'm not gonna blame Concord High here. They're doing their, what they need to do, securing the win. It's like a whole week effort. These teams have been playing the whole week, and they're trying to get to this point. And now all of a sudden, you're gonna go out like this. You're not gonna have the third player here. That's the one that itches me a little bit. But other than that, okay, let's enjoy this for what it is. Concord High, just getting an easy one, enjoying the moment here to move forward. You said it before. There's a 12 brackets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Was it? How many?
Yeah, 12
teams
brackets
per bracket?
6 teams each.
6 teams each. So, yeah, we're gonna see. Probably Concord High playing tomorrow, probably on Friday, which is going to be the next day of action. And Piedmont, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. My strategy was just a joke. Okay, just a joke. Just try to do better. Just try to do something better here on the 2v3.
We'll see if they can get something under themselves to hold on to, as the saddle has become loose and the horse is just kind of sprinting away right now, and there looks no hope as it disappears among the hills in the sunset. Listen, Concord High doing what they got to do, doing what they showed up to do, and exactly by the format that you mentioned here, Chamaco, as Concord High appears to be that team that will move on. They will have one more match, before they qualify for the top 24 teams, because the way it works is we have two first round matches in that 6-team bracket, and then we've got 2 teams waiting to play the winners of these 2 matches. So right now, for Concord High, there's somebody with a bye game that is waiting for the winner of this match. So we'll see. Concord High, you know, they want to take this as, hey, let's operate as a unit. Let's play to their strengths, and let's let nothing loose here. And let me tell you, they have left nothing behind, leaving it all out on the court right now.
Completely. So we got 1 minute and 35 seconds here left. Is it going to be enough for Piedmont from Piedmont to actually get the comeback? But you know, they're still trying. But that's one thing I've been commending everyone every single time, that they're trying. You know, even at when the games are extremely lost, like this one, for example, you know, players are still doing their best. They're keeping playing. We don't see anyone standing by, not moving around. We don't see anyone going in circles or something like that. You know, we don't see anyone bumping his own teammate. Well, I mean, I never see that on ranks, but you know, I've been told that things like that happen sometimes. So they keep playing. And I'm talking about the team that is losing. I'm not talking about the team that is winning. The team that is winning, yeah, they're allowed to do whatever they want. But the other team, sure. They manage to stay strong. At least in conviction, and do whatever they can. So my round of applause for them for being so good sportsmen. Is that the word I can use here?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like the sportsmanship is peak right now for Piedmont B. They actually almost came away with a late breaking goal there too. Came about as close as they have so far in this game. Whoa, that touch was not what they were looking for. Almost ended up own goaling to put Concord High at double digits. 10 seconds in this game, number 1, and so close to the 10th goal for Concord High. 2 more seconds in this game now to elapse as Tarzan goes for an aerial and hits the ground. It is a more than convincing victory for Concord High in this game 1 scenario, and the stats don't make it look any prettier.
Totally convinced that it was all Concord. No saves at all. No shots from Piedmont B. Nothing. They were only allowed to defend basically. And I mean, they were relegated to that defense. But we got another match going on at the same time. If you're new here today, we have been doing this the whole time. We got 2 consecutive matches. No, it's not consecutive. It's matches at the same time. There's a word for that. Yeah, we can say that. Okay, so yeah, they're happening at the same time, and we are watching a little bit of both. So right now, CC or Central Cabarus against Smith A, and we're watching a beating as well, a 2v2, but a beating nonetheless.
Yeah, and you know what? I remember Smith A. I cast them yesterday, and they were a 3 squad team. It was Alina Gomez, ZZ, and they have 1 other player. But it appears that the 2 of them are just ready to pop off this A team. And I will admit as well, ZZ was their top performer. So seeing them still in the lobby, it doesn't surprise me too much to see them popping off here.
Was it King Devian or something like that? Does it sound familiar? Devian, yeah.
It might have been a name like Devian, yeah.
Okay. Well, if he's King Devian, he's actually the senior of the team. So he said, ZZ, you take care of it today. I'm not gonna be there. I probably have, like a date or something, and I'm too important for this.
Having chores,
yeah,
them off to the kids, say, you got it today, and then boy, do they have it! I'll tell you that much. This squad of E Smith is making that Dynaco Lightning McQueen decal of Toy Sonic really work for this game right now, as they are still trying to pull their weight and find the first goal, much like the game of that Concord match that we saw earlier. Interestingly enough, I do have the bracket in front of me. E Smith and Central Cabarus are waiting to play Sun Valley High School. So that is the team that will meet the winner of this matchup, and that will be the match to find out who qualifies for those regional lands.
Ooh. I mean, every time you say regional lands, I'm gonna be like, ooh, you know, like, I want to be there. I want to be there. They're so close nearby to me. I might go to 2 or 3 of those if I have the chance. You know, so yeah, I'm in there. I'm in the area. If even if I'm not invited, like yeah, let's go.
You
and have
better
a
be
good time
invited. Come on.
I
Come
better.
On. They need
I
to
better.
Go on the red carpet, give you the VIP pass for one of those.
Well, I don't know about the red carpet, but yeah, at least a lollipop. Yeah. No, I'm excited about this. Those, I mean, everyone that it's in the North Carolina region, state, I should say, should be trying to drive to one of those. I think they're maybe not extremely widespread throughout the whole state, but still, you know, in areas that are accessible. So yeah, definitely, that's something I'll be keeping my eye on. And I mean, if they're doing this for Rocket League, are they doing it for the other titles that they have at the same time? Is it going to be all in the same land? I mean, if that's the case, that's going to be a party. That's going to be great. I mean, to see everything else going on for the high school students. I don't want to miss it at all.
Yeah. No, I need I'm in Las Vegas right now, so I'm gonna need a first class ticket over.
First class. Okay. Okay.
But hey, it's a first class pass to game 2 for E.E. Smith as they take a gargantuan victory here. And Central Cabarus, you know, they're being good about it. They were what a saving themselves in the chat when they weren't able to make a save on the ball, and that just shows you, you know, they understand the scenario, the situation where they gotta just get out there and try their best.
Do your best and forget the rest. Again, another game, no shots, no goals. Sad thing. Not even demo. Okay, guys. I mean, if you're not gonna score, try a demo, please. So we have a little bit more things here in the stats. Okay, I don't want to see that many donuts. So please go for the demo. Just to please the caster. Okay, that's all I'm asking for. We're back here with Piedmont and Concord, and this time Concord not as offensive somehow. Maybe they, I don't know. I don't want to make any guesses here. Just starting to watch the game. So let's see what's actually happening. Why is this game so close? Okay, there you go. They were waiting for the cameras to roll. That's what's happening. Okay, gotcha.
I think that may have been the case. Yeah, the cameras are on, and Tarzan's up to take him down. Swing across that vine and land a good one. 2-0. Concord High. I mean, they get advantage on the kickoff. I think they're feeling confident, Jumako. Yeah, you know, after the first game and how convincing it was, I remember towards the end of the game, you had one of the players going on the top of their car, balancing with their wheels up and spinning around. You know, I think they're feeling confident, a little bit cocky maybe, and on a 3v2, you know, I get it. I understand. It looks like they have that win ahead of them. And if they win this, they'll be on match point. They just need one more win after that, and it's all said and done. But maybe Piedmont B needs to take some of the advice you had for the last team that couldn't score a single goal. Maybe they need to get a demolition out there. Maybe they need to get one shot just for the casters. And there it is. There's a shot at least. Oh, and it's almost a goal. But Concord High, they are ruthless. They allow nothing.
Imagine the game doesn't show that as a shot.
Oh, shot.
Imagine, you know, it happens sometimes. It happens where you have a goal, but you don't have any shots. So hopefully the game will not be that bad this time. Yeah, 3-0 right now for Concord High. I think Concord High heard me saying the goals elongate the game, so they decided not to score that often. You know. No, they don't want a Piedmont to have any chance of getting the third. So
your influence on the game knows no bounds, Jumako. It's so impactful. You're calling the shots as you see them, and almost calling the shots for them to happen in the first place. 30 seconds here, and at least possession here for Piedmont B. And I asked for them to attack when they had a chance, and boy, did they ever. Both of those cars on that other side of the field ready to make a goal happen. They just didn't get out in front of them. Banana Kin trying to rotate around here, trying to get a touch on that ball. Ghosty there first. Ooh, and a read off the corner for that double tap, but just doesn't land in the hands of a teammate. That said, Concord High take game number 2. And hey, more than one shot. We got 2 out of Piedmont.
Right
B. I call
on.
that progress.
It is, and in demo as well. Okay. These guys are trying. They are trying. They're trying. So that's all I'm asking for. Okay, guys. Banana King, Slovak Max. I got you. I mean, anywhere in the world, I'll buy you fries. Okay, for this. It's
Nice.
just one set of fries, small fries. Okay, that's
still pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, I got you. I can't offer anything else because you're underage. But yeah, there you go.
I'll bring the ketchup packets.
Straight from Las Vegas. Ketchup for you guys.
The famous ketchup packets of Las Vegas. What everyone talks about when they leave Vegas, except they don't, because what happens in Vegas stays there apparently. Meanwhile, it is game 2. And we missed it, but Central Cabarus already scored. The underdogs have found their point on the scoreboard, and isn't that good to see?
It is. I'm sad I missed it. I hope it was Toy Sonic just because he has the decal. Yeah, but that's the only reason why. Other than that, GG's for you guys. You're trying hard. Again, I'm not gonna offer more fries because I have a small pocket. But other than that, I wish you the best everywhere you go. So it's that's about it. That's all that they're getting, because ZZ right now, I mean, he's back into action. He's going strong. 4th goal. I mean, they scored twice in just what we have been here, 30 seconds, maybe even less. So E.E. Smith back on the horse. That's not the word. There's another word for that. What's the thing that you put on the saddle? Back at the saddle. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Back on the saddle, riding into the sunset, like we were talking about earlier. I mean, I don't know. You'd think somebody named ZZ would be sleeping all over the place, but they woke up. They're caffeinated, and they drank their Mountain Dew in the morning that they had ready for this weekend sleepover. And ZZ on the A team is doing it for EE. And you love to see it. And listen, that demolition is definitely going to be seen on the stat board later, because they are racking them up right now. Toy Sonic in that Dynaco decal. I really want to see who scored this goal and see if they could do it again, especially with that very distinguished top hat from Toy Sonic. I mean, how could you bump somebody looking as regal as ever with that top hat? I have no idea. Bullying is what I call it, but still, it's good for a goal for E.
6-1 right now. 90 seconds. 90 seconds of agony right now for Central Cabarus. They're trying. I commend them. But let's see. What I would call a win if they can keep E.E. Smith at 9. Don't let them get to 10. That's a win for me. So if they manage to do that, they should be very proud and happy for themselves. That's all I'm going to be asking casting now. So let's see if E.E. Smith actually makes it to number 9 or stays at 9. It's going to be the 7th one. No, not yet. That was a nasty save, but Selena Gomez is able to get there in time and get the 7th one.
I really thought we were going to see that save come to form, but Toy Sonic had a lot of places you could put the ball there, and right in the hands of Selena Gomez was just not it. Just wasn't it. That's going to be good for their 7th goal, and I'm signing up for that win strategy, Chamaco. I'm looking for them to hold it at 1-9 at the worst. So they've got a minute here to make some critical saves, and that one's definitely going to be part of it. Toy Sonic makes another one. That was a banger from Selena Gomez that just gets turned away. The defense really shaping up for Central Cabarus, and they'll get a massive clear as well. Toy Sonic, the front
Oh,
flip.
oh, oh, oh!
Goal! Kachow!
There you go. They got it. Toy Sonic getting in the air, going for the bouncing shot, and then scoring against E.E. Smith. This is a big day for him. I mean, it's got to be a big day for Toy Sonic right now.
It's big. It's huge. And there's still time on the clock to make more happen for Central Cabarus. Pad those stats, legends. The ball's out to the corner, though, and E.E. Smith, it looks like they want the last laugh. If they'll be giggling at the end of this clock, but it's not looking very likely with Toy Sonic behind the ball again. This player's fierce towards the draining seconds, but okay, the ball's taken away. And there you have it. I mean, it's a win in our books, Shamako, for Central Cabarus, but the score sheet is going to give it to E.E. Smith.
It doesn't matter. Just look at the left side of the screen, okay? Only 1-0. Only one assist. That's fine. They got shots, they got goals, they got saves, they got demos. You know how many zeros they had before in the previous match? They had like 4 zeros over there. Yeah, too many. So right now, this is a huge increase, huge advancement in their Rocket League careers. And I'm not even joking. I'm serious. I said if they keep it under 9, that's a win for them. Not only they kept it under 9, they actually made a goal on that time. I mean, I will be very proud for them in that situation. But we got another match here. It is Concord High against Piedmont B. We're going to be watching that. If Concord wins, they're going to be advancing for tomorrow's bracket. And, well, that seems to be the case right now because they're deadly. They're so strong against Piedmont B.
Yeah, the word
we
is
won't
that
be switching.
Concord High is already advanced, so we just
Oh,
got
they
that
did.
word. Yeah, we just got that word. Concord High will be advancing, folks. So we're gonna stick with this match of Central Cabarus and E.E. Smith, the A team. Which, hey, Kamaka, fine with us, right? Because how about that? 2 goals in this game. Sky's the limit if you're looking at these guys.
Well, exciting it is, and we're gonna make it exciting. All right, let's go again, Central Cabarrus. If you still manage to keep it under 9, winning my books, okay. I mean, you're not gonna go advance in the bracket, okay, but it's improvement for you guys. So that's something to be proud of in such short time as well. You know, for these guys to be able to make adjustments that you can see the results like right away. That's a big thing here in Rocket League.
It's massive. It's massive. Results on the board. I agree. I'm not joking either. That is some serious improvement. Now, that shot hitting the bar could have been better. It had some power behind it, and that's what you're looking for to beat the defense that has been shaping up a little better for Central Cabarus. But when it knocks into the bar, it's not exactly what you're looking for if you're E.E. Smith. Looking to take the lead in the first minute, which, I still haven't done. So how can E.E. Smith in this 2v2 get something to work? Hold on. Toy Sonic is not messing around in game 3. Look at the setup. Oh, where is ML Gelagon? We needed them on that passing play.
It seems like Toy Sonic and MLJ, they decided, we're going to play separate parts. Toy Sonic is going to do the 1v1s, and MLJ just going to stay standing and watch what's happening. But that's not going to work at all. ZZEE able to do I'm going to 1v1 everyone here and just score and make it look easy. And that's what he just did, and he celebrates with the balloons as well. So 1-0 right now for E.E. Smith.
Oh, boy. Toy Sonic, to me, impressed me so much on the counterattack. And I was going to ask for a shift from Central Cabarus for MLJ to move upfield and not play that all-time goalie role. And that's exactly what we saw. Toy Sonic would have played there to dodge a demolition and side flip into the ball. Toy Sonic on the reactions for these plays has been nothing short of impressive. And if they can combine efforts with MLJ, maybe we see a different series.
Another shot here, Toys Honic. Okay, he didn't have to make contact with the ball to save it. It wasn't going in anyways. Selena Gomez waiting for Toys Honic. Toys Honic with a nice flick, putting a lot of power, and that might go in. Oh no! The post hit the ball, and he wasn't able to get that goal. And another shot here, and this time with a 1v1, it was good enough to equalize the game.
Wow. I mean, Toy Sonic, the definition of never give up. Just relentless on the chances for their side of the field. I'm so impressed with the resilience of this player who is seemingly upgraded as the games have gone on. It's like when E.E. Smith has taken down Central Cabarus, it's like they've taken down the boss, but it was only the first phase of the boss. It was all a distraction, and now the second phase, the third phase is in full form. Central Cabarus not messing around here for game 3.
It's the wheelback queen, you know. He is actually, you know, had the phase where it goes down. He's feeling sorry for himself, and then now all of a sudden he's doing way better. But so is ZZEE. He's still fighting here. He knows he has the upper hand on the 1v1s, and that flick, beautiful chef's kiss on that flick. He has it polished. He can do it all night long, and he's gonna keep doing it if no one is able to challenge the ball early on.
That's right. Yeah, without any early challenge there from Central Cabarus and the space provided to a player like ZZE, it's just going to look good at the end of the day. And Alina Gomez, you know, just sitting there waiting for ZZE to make a demolition or a bump play. MLJ gonna need to get back on the ground there. Looking precarious as they're sitting there posted on the wall, and eventually hopefully will reach the ground in order to play the ball. There they go. Toy Sonic on the wall side does get a touch, and Alina Gomez still working at it. E.E. Smith can generate a lead here. There's the dribble play. There's all the way to the goal line, and MLJ did their best to get back in time, but beating them to the finish line is Alina Gomez.
I love how Gomez at the end goes for the fake. This is okay. Could have done another touch, but decided nah, that there's no way they're gonna save that. So I'm just gonna let them fake. I'm gonna hit it one more with a lot of power, and you know they're gonna bite. They're gonna go in the wrong trajectory. I'm gonna make the easy goal. Okay, you're gonna look silly doing so. So last minute here. I mean, we're close to the last minute. Another flick by ZZE. I'm telling you, he's probably going in free play and just doing the flick, you know, over and over and over.
And it's paid off. That practice makes perfect sometimes, and that flick looked perfect to me. So good that it earned the respect of Toy Sonic, who's been popping off lately in this series. Dropped a nice one in the chat. And so that's when you know, when you earn the respect of your opponents, that you made a good, solid play. ZZE, I think, very deserving of that respect, as we have drained down to just a minute remaining. Okay, ZZE putting in a thanks in the chat. Eventually does thank Toy Sonic for that compliment. Final minute here, and without 3 goals in quick succession from Central Cabarus, this might just be the last time that we see them here in the VESL Season 2.
Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to them, and so to Piedmont B as well. Which, you know, they try. They give us good times as well. And Central Cabarus, they're definitely doing their best the whole time, getting some goals, getting some demos, making the saves that they could. Whenever they could. Okay, that wasn't Central Cabarus. That actually was Gomez, or was it CZ? I couldn't tell which one was in the net, but that was an own save. A little bit by mistake, but it doesn't matter. You know, good funds, good times. That ball's not going in anymore. And we got E.E. Smith moving forward. You're going to see them tomorrow once again playing in the bracket. But today, we're going to say goodbye to Central Cabarus.
Yeah, we are going to say goodbye to Central Cabarus. That was VJL and Toy Sonic, or MLJ. Sorry, MLJ and Toy Sonic, 2 players that wove the flag in the air. You know, they said we are not done until triple zeros are on the clock, and eventually we reach that point and we will say goodbye to them. But incredible effort there to see how they did. And shout out though to E.E. Smith High Team A. They are going to move on to play Sun Valley High School to see who gets that qualifier spot to the regional land. So definitely action you guys are going to keep an eye out for, and we'll have more action still today. That's the good news. So Chamaco and myself, Pyro J, will be back very, very shortly with more Thursday matches of the VESL Season 2. Welcome back, everybody. The VESL Season 2 Rocket League High School esports action continues. My name is Pyro J. Still joined alongside here with Chamako. We just had a couple of wonderful matches we got through. A couple teams getting one step closer to that 24 teams that are going through to the regional lands in North Carolina. Chamako, I hope you're as excited as I am to get more of these matches underway.
I'm excited to see Newbern. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. The A, the B, the C, all of them. Okay.
See, three teams is impressive, right? That's a big high school.
Yeah. No, some of their schools had C teams as well. But the thing is, having enough talent to make them move, to have them move forward on the bracket, that's impressive. That's the impressive part for me, because some of their schools, they only have one team and not enough talent to be here today. Nothing wrong with that, okay? I'm not saying anything bad about you guys, but the thing is, finding enough students, players that can make it, impressive, very impressive. Imagine having three volleyball teams and they all make it, for regionals or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the analog here, not quite, but kind of. So that's why I'm impressed.
And at this point, as we jump in to this first match, we're going to take a look at the B team of Newbern. We're talking so much about Newbern. There's an A, B, C, and T team. But we are taking a look at the B team, who not only is it impressive that they qualified to this point of the tournaments, bang! They've got the first goal. They're starting off just right against JP Nap.
The B teams are your teams. So Newbern B here, going hard because they know the Pyro J is rooting for them a little bit. So yeah, but by the way, I see JP Nap and I'm thinking about J Naps a little bit. So I'm getting those vibes from them. Hopefully we can see a crazy redirect here from one of their teams, of the players. Let's see if that actually happens. Cutthroat Bird 14 going with a dive in, but it was blocked by JP Nap. Ball on the blue zone now. Turtle Bro with a hit. I would like to see, instead of a hit there, just control the ball, a little bit of a dribble and move forward with the ball. Nice move from the wall by RSK. And now Turtle Bro trying to keep the ball on the other side of the field, but not working hard enough. And it seems like Newbern now will be on the attack.
They want to attack. They want to get that second goal to show for as they continue here. But it is a wall of defense from JP Nap that will just not allow it. They know how it feels to get scored on. They don't want it to happen again. The hook shot from Risk is just going to miss fire, but it is a full tank of boost that they'll come away with. So no goal, but boost. We take that sometimes. Kellen, though, that's an scary touch as Divine Gray just lunged in for the shot. Misfired, but you can see the pep in the step here from Newbern B. However, JP Nap also chomping at the bit, hoping for something to give in this defensive Newbern B. For now, these teams just even-handed. Nobody giving anybody an inch towards their net.
I agree. Wow, that's an open net. That's an open net here. No. Okay, they fix it. That was a divine miracle by Divine Gray being there at the right moment. Cutthroat Bear doing everything right, but finish him actually instead of finishing the opponent.
It was like, there was so much sauce on that left to right, and it was like you got a plate of mashed potatoes, you're pouring just the right amount of gravy on it, but then your elbow jerks and that all dumps out at the wrong time. It was too much sauce, Cutthroat Bear, too much sauce. But you've got some reliable teammates on your side. Divine Gray had your back, and now we don't have to think about the mistake. We just got to look at that nice 2-goal lead.
Divine Gray is going to cook something here a little bit longer. Oh, that was a great shot, but still better defense by JP Nap. It's cool. These guys are on point. Their defense on the net just too strong right now, because Newbern is doing a lot to open up that net, but still they're finding somehow some player to be there on time. And now another shot, the crossbar this time. I didn't allow it, but watch it because ET Void still have a lot of boost in the tank and has another chance going for the pass. That's a great pass. Great one by Keelan Blake to save the day.
I mean, the defense shaping up so well here for JP Knapp, but you mentioned ET Void. I mean, had a shot that just came off the crossbar, then a magnificent pass. I feel like they've been silent this game, but in a very sneaky way. It's like when it's quiet, but too quiet. ET Void, we haven't spoken as much about compared to their teammates, and we're gonna have to wait to speak about them, because Kellen Blake, what was this double tap?
He calculated that one, and he didn't have that much boost in the tank. He was, using a little bit here, a little bit there, just spamming as much as needed that boost, so he can calculate it and use it throughout the whole flight, and then have the angle to put that ball in the net. He knew that it was basically open, so he just needed to put it on the net, and that's it. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing JP Knapp way faster now, more in the midfield, attacking the ball very well, going for the passes. They are strong in the offense. They have a chance now. Another shot, but he was blocked somehow by Newbern B.
Oh, you can tell how badly they want that tied up scoreline. They are gunning for this next goal and coming just short of it. But there's still time on the clock to make matters better for themselves. They can still get this tied up game and bring us to overtime in game number 1, where it's just a golden goal scenario. Kellen Blake was that goal scorer, that golden striker earlier, but couldn't get it around the defensive cutthroat Bear. Now, Risk shot. It ends up wide, corner pass from Risk. Oh, looked a bit dangerous, and so does this pass off the backboard. There's got to be a shot taken from JP Knapp, but they're napping on the other side of the field. Wake up, JP. You have a goal to score. 10 seconds to go. Risk with a pass. We're out in front. Kellen Blake gets denied by the defense of Newbern B, and that should do it. Game number 1 goes the Newbern B squad's way.
What a banger of the match. Oh my God. This is what I needed on the first 45 minutes ago. Something like this to happen as well. I mean, no offense. I was having so much fun with Toy Sonic as well. But this match, oh my God. I mean, it could have gone either way. And at the end, you call it right. I mean, I saw Keelan Blake. He had the golden opportunity. I look at his boost tank, and he had enough. He had to fly for that ball. Don't let it fall down. Go, dive in, try to take the shot, do something. But no, it wasn't enough. And I mean, it wasn't done. So in the end, Newbern was able to get the win. Now we're switching to Newbern A against one team that I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. Can you do better than me here,
I mean,
Pyro?
I'll give it a try. I see Curry and I see Tuck. So Curry Tuck or Curry Tuck.
I don't know about that.
Take it, go for it. Unless somebody in chat can tell us differently. But here's the thing, Newbern B team. If you're that good, what are we about to see from the A team? Listen, I remember Sneaky and Lloyd of this squad. This was a team that did impress me. So, hey, I'm like a judge at the counter with my 1 through 10 panels ready to be impressed.
I remember those guys as well. But the thing is that it is Curry Tuck CT. I'm going to call them CT.
Sure.
Tuck. They are the ones that opened the goal earlier, the net earlier here in the match. So these guys, I mean, they might be serious about it. I mean, the defense so good right now. Newbern is trying everything. Another pass, another shot, with another denial by Curry Tuck. The ball getting cleared. The shot couldn't be made. It was a good play by Sneak. Ball falling down to the wall, and somehow, for some reason, Silent Bomb just waiting way too long on that. They gave it a chance, and it's Premix getting the goal number 2 for the team in orange, because high school. I don't know your name. I'm sorry, guys.
You're right, though. Like, you were calling out the fact that it was a little bit too slow on the defense for Newbern. You know, somebody needed to give them a little kickstart or something. Like, you're firing up the engine of a lawnmower again and again and again until it revs up and goes. And I didn't see the rev up. I didn't see it from Newbern. A little more proactiveness, I think, on the field might suit them well. But listen, there's plenty of time to get that to go. And deny players like Premex shots that we saw from earlier. So Curry Tuck are gonna still maneuver their way down to Newbern A team side. Lloyd with a chance off the wall. Ball gets away from them, and instead it's over to Sneak. Sneak up high, kicks out to the half-court line, and that's probably not the touch the team needed to set up a goal. But Silent Bum still filling in. Pass up the corner. Is there another touch from them? How about a pass right off the post? Silent Bomb, Lloyd, somebody trying to score. But the wall for Curry Tuck on defense just stands up better. Sneak cannot find a way through.
That's gotta be so frustrating because they really tried. They did everything right, but the ball just wouldn't go in somehow. Somehow the defense kept that ball away from being a goal. And we remain with the same score line so far, entering now the halfway of the match. It's gonna be Salty one, waiting to see what's gonna happen. He waited, but the ball just moved onwards to his attacking zone. Oh, it's Lloyd Austin waiting for his teammate Silent Bomb. Not a great touch, to be honest with you, but still was awkward enough to not allow the clear. So Newbern A keeps the ball on their hands, keep attacking, and finally that pass becomes a shot, and the shot becomes a first goal for Newbern A.
You would think eventually a goal is coming in. I mean, so many chances, so much time spent near Curry Tuck's net, but nothing to show for it. Nothing to write home to mom and pa about, but now they've got something on that score sheet. A tally. And maybe more tallies to come. Newbern A, they have discovered the recipe to success. They're looking to recreate it. But the big antidote towards it has been the defense of Curry Tuck somehow getting save after save.
Somehow, yeah, I mean, I have no words, I don't have any explanations, but just being there, a lot of power, and now that was going in. Beautiful fake by Silent Bump, fake the first one, and then baited the second one into getting not on enough time to actually make the clear, and now the game is equalized. It is tied. I am not surprised because Newbern has been attacking like crazy all the time. It was a matter of time for them to finally find a way to open the net and, you know, keep scoring and scoring and scoring.
Oh, with the demo and the ball on the goal line, momentum certainly in their favor. And there it is. 3 uncontested, one after the other. And Newbern A, they've taken a lead.
And you gotta thank Lloyd Austin, with that play, because not only he put the ball on the net very close for attacking purposes, but also he took one of the defenders with that beautiful demo. So he did a lot on that play, and now it seems they're gonna find the fourth one. Oh, that was close. That was very close for Concord. And now all of a sudden, Curry Tuck can't defend. What's happening here, guys? You're allowing 4 goals in a row. That's unacceptable.
It's all broken down. Listen, I'd love to have a bird's eye view of what's going on with these Curry Tuck players right now, because no matter how much they paid to the Rocket League gods, they were going to get in front of that ball somehow, some way. And now they can't get the touch that's necessary to stop the attack of Newbern A. And how about this left to right flick combination for Lloyd? Goes after the final bump, and what an effort that would have been. But you can tell, despite Curry Tuck not implementing the defense that they wanted to, it is also due to how Newbern A and their attack has upgraded.
I mean, credit where credit is due. Yes, definitely. Newbern A's defense now, offense now is off the charts. Especially, look at Lloyd. He's feeling it. He's feeling great, solid with the mechanics, with the solo plays. We saw how he moved forward against 2 defenders and only being stopped by Salty One at the end, but only 14 seconds here. This seems to be Newbern A's match to win. And I mean, they had to, right? They had to. We just saw Newbern B winning, so the A team had to step it up. I think as soon as they heard the news that the other team won and they were losing, they said, no. This can't be this way. We're not gonna be worse than the B team. We gotta represent, right? We gotta represent. So they step it up, and this is the result now.
That's perfect. Newbern A have solidified their win. So let's see what Newbern B can do, as apparently they are in a cutthroat match here in game number 2, where they're trying to get a second win and keep Newbern on top. So I want to take a look and see. Newbern B, what do you got here? It's going to be a win. How about that? Right as we pan down, it's Newbern B solidifying their win. So those games wrapping up around the same time. Thanks for bearing with us, everybody. But hey, Newbern A, they got the message that Newbern B won, so they had to win their game 1. Guess what, Chimako? They're going to hope that they win game 2 just the same.
They better. They better, or the cutthroat bear will do something about it. I don't know. So, yeah, you said a cutthroat win, and I think to myself, cutthroat bear. It's there. It's like when I said they were diving into it, and I say divine in the in the name. It's like that's why I'm thinking about diving, because I'm seeing divine in there. It happens.
Dude, the wordplay's been everywhere, like especially for this JP Nap team, right? We were talking about
yes.
Remind us J-Naps and G2. Wouldn't it be an incredible story if one of these players of Risk, Turtle Bro, or Kellen Blake, who, remember in game 1 was popping off on that double tap, one of them ends up playing for G2 years later, and it's like, you know what, J-Naps, who plays professionally for G2 or has for all these years, was their inspiration, coming up, because that was their high school name. So I think that would be just cool Rocket League story. You never know. We're
asking for too much, maybe, but we're casters. We're fans of the game, first and foremost. So yeah, what else do you expect from us? That's what's gonna happen. We got the game number 3 right now. JP Nap hasn't had any wins so far, so this is double match point for Newbern B, a team that, it's looking solid, extremely solid all the way through. And JP Naps, they're gonna need Kellen Blake. He was popping off. Actually, Risk was doing really good as well in some situations. So they just need that cohesion, because they got the talent, but they were not able to be what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent all the way through.
That makes sense. Consistency is going to be really important, and I want to stick on the cohesion point as well, because I think for JP Nap especially, I keep watching Kellen Blake make these reads off the ceiling, get some incredible shots to go, and I want to see JP Nap enable that, right? Feed the beast. That is clearly Kellen Blake. Maybe if you're Turtle Bro or Risk, take a roll up for some demos, for some bumps, or at least for a ball touch here. I think as a double commit from the JP Nap squad, nobody came away with the ball afterwards, and that aftermath is just gonna read right into Newbern's favor.
I'm gonna try to explain that one. I think it has happened to me many times. Turtle Bro thought he had it. Risk came out of nowhere, and that was a hard angle for Risk. So he misses, and then Turtle Bro, who thought he had it, he said, Risk has it, so I don't have to go for it. As soon as he misses, he then realized, okay, I gotta go for it, but it's like last minute, last second, and then, he whips as well. So a little bit of bad communication. That's why you gotta call your shots, guys. That's, you don't want that happening there too often. And that was an open net. That was the easiest goal that Newbern has had so far here in this series. And yeah, definitely don't allow it.
Chimako said it best. It's a communication. And when you call your shot early enough, it can definitely help to make sure that you're not double committing in certain scenarios like that, and the right person taking the shot is doing so. I've also been in a situation where we both call our shot, and then we both leave the ball, and then no one hits it. So, it can be
Yep,
tough out
happens.
there. It can be tough when you're trying to communicate with your team. I understand the challenges.
But that's why, because they don't know the line of command. Okay, you call the shots, that's you. It's Pyro J. Okay, who else is going for it? You gotta go, and that's it. It's like, no. Even if you listen the guy half a second earlier than you just call it. It's like, no, void, and you're going for it. Now, on a serious note, I was saying void, and now ET void, dude. This. I don't know what's going on. I'm reading too much into the plays, but ET Void, he was doing great on game number 1. We just saw him do the self-play on game number 3 right now, getting the second goal for Newbern, and it's only 100 seconds left on the clock. This is not looking good for JP Nap.
It's not. It's not. They're on their last leg here. It's a best-of-5 match point here for Newbern. So if they come away with the win, JP Nap eliminated from the VESL Season 2. This is all or nothing for this team. They got to put up right now, and they're trying to do that. Turtle Bro getting in the equation there, but nobody could find really the right touch on the JP Nap side. Risk. Good work keeping around the ball there, though, because a touch needed to happen, and Kellen Blake, a hard shot to the net. That's just defended well by Divine Gray. It clearly takes more of a follow-up, more of a disruption, something to open up the lane for Kellen Blake, who just flipped up the ball. Newbern putting it in front of their opponent's net. Cutthroat Bear off the backboard. It won't be a goal. And JP Nap, well, they're on their final breath of life.
It is definitely the final breath. They have to take this one. Oh, Colin Blake, a little bit too late. ET Boy now has the opportunity to go for the pass. He waited too long. No, actually, he took a shot. It is a pass. It is a delayed pass. The caster knew. They made me think I was wrong, but no, all of a sudden, I was right all over, and Cutthroat Bear is able to get the goal. 3-0. This is the final nail in the coffin. I don't think JP Nap has something to come back from this point on.
Why is the Lightning McQueen smiling through the pain with 0-3? I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. But, hey, sometimes you gotta smile through the pain, and that's what we're gonna see here. JP Nap, they gave it their all. They gave it their all, Chamaco, and Newbern B, they're gonna come away with the win.
Well, too bad. I think JP Nap is a great team. They have a lot of talent. This should be, hopefully it's a lesson for them. They gotta find ways to, be more cohesive, use more players. It seems like they were all doing their own thing separately, and that's why we never got to see them pop off and do very strongly against this Newbern B, which, Newbern B is a really good team. They are actually play together. You see it there, 3 goals, 2 assists, demos, everything else, was off the chart. So really good on them. I'm impressed with them, but JP Nap, I still have you in my heart. I want to see you next season, whenever it's possible to see you guys. Hopefully, you keep playing Rocket League and improve here on the game.
That's the hope. That's and I know this VESL squad takes their North Carolina teams seriously, offers that coaching, and we called out a couple communication points that there can be improvements on for JP Nap. So hoping to see that improvement in the future. Meanwhile, we still have Newbern A versus Curry Tuck in game number 2 here. We were able to witness how Newbern took their game 1 victory and are trying to stretch it out to a game 2 victory. This is interesting, Chamaco, because how game 1 began, Curry Tuck, they had the first 2 goals and they had a great lead, but then Newbern, they came on a rampaging comeback. Now they're pulling that momentum into game 2. They look unstoppable.
Yeah, Newbern had 4 goals in a row on game number 1. And I think they had a 5-1 run at the end of the game. So now it's an 8-1 run, basically, right? If we combine games here. So
Yeah, wow.
Kerry Tuck, nothing offensively after after Newbern discovered that their powers or something. I don't know how to call it. I don't know how they got so good all of a sudden. But yes, they are a new breed now. They're doing great, and Carry Talk just don't find ways to open the net. And I mean, it's sad to watch because again, solid team here. Carry Talk, they were looking really good, but no offense right now. Oh, that's Lloyd Austin trying to go for that cheeky redirect with the flick and everything else going on. That would have been nasty if he connected on that ball and actually sent it towards the net.
I was ready for it. I was ready for the pop-off moment, and it feels like it might still be coming. I don't know. It's something to look out for sure on either squad, really. Especially as this one is kicked up high here at Curry Tuck. Going for an opening look here off that tall touch. Lloyd having the defensive line pretty much taken care of, but this is an opening for One-Eye Jackpot. Oh, shot just goes wide. It definitely had the power behind it, but sometimes you've got to balance power and accuracy. Silent Bum almost coming away with that one. Lloyd up for this aerial. Uh-oh, nobody can get a piece of the ball. But I'll tell you what, Newbern, if they haven't come away with goals, they're coming away with a good look on the clock, given their lead.
Yeah, that's it. They're just, running down the clock and nothing else. They don't want to be abusing their opponents too much. They're humble people. That's why they're missing those. They're whiffing those shots on the net, or so I want to think. And 10 seconds here. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be match point now for Newbern after this game. It's gonna be fourth one because it's probably impossible for Sneak to actually miss that one. And we got a 4-0. I mean, like I said before, they ended up the first game with a 5-1 run. You combine it with this one, 9-1 run. That's something that really has to make you think about your defense if you're Carry Tuck. And offense as well. I mean, the whole game.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards, right? There's going to be improvements needed for Curry Tuck for sure. Woo! We almost saw a 5th goal there for Newbern A, but they still have time. They still have time to make those improvements because that's only the game 2 victory for the A squad of Newbern. Bruh. I mean, this has been the best promotional event for Newbern High School that you could ask for, though. These two teams, the A team and the B team, haven't dropped a single game. Heck, maybe their C team somewhere is winning their game right now. Who knows? But Newbern just doing work.
16 shots to 1.
Wow.
No, that's unfair. That's wrong. It is wrong. But yes, I'm with you. If I'm a parent and I have kids, going to high school, I'm moving somewhere. I'm moving the pieces so I can get them to Newbern A. It's gonna happen. So it says that we will have the C team later on. Okay, we'll watch them all here today. That's fancy. I mean, we're really fans. It seems like it, right? The first name, it was what's the name? Acor? Was the name Acor? Something like that. For Gattinger A.
Acco the Acco show or something.
Yes. And today is Newbern.
Yeah,
we're gonna be. I mean, totally unbiased. Totally.
Yeah. Well, at least the Newbern are separating the players from their A to the B team.
Burn.
Had to be said. But yeah, no. All good looks here for Newbern, but could it all go downhill? We feel like the momentum very much in favor of Newbern A, especially after a banger of a shot from Lloyd. And check out the celebration there. You see that? Lloyd, after this big goal, just goes down, wheels up, feeling good.
Yeah, it happens all the time, He's that good. Well, actually, they've been scoring a lot against Carry Tuck. So 9 goals so far for them. And at the end of that game number 2, they were about to score the 10th one. They were so close to actually get it. So maybe they're tired of scoring. It's like, another one. and another one, and another one. So maybe let's see now. They have a 2v1 situation. Maybe they can take care of it. No, the second defender appears out of nowhere, and the third one also gets a denial from the back. That was impressive. The defense that Newbern was able to showcase in dire situation for them. It was all Curry Talk's opportunity to actually make the goal. Now Lloyd on the midfield goes for the touch against the wall, and again from the back. I mean, just being very sneaky in getting the touches of the ball and just bothering Curry Talk's offense, not letting them set up anything.
Such a nuisance, right? Like in the best way possible, of course, but not allowing Curry Talk to just get comfortable with their set. You know, they can't get in control, and that's a big way to beat out your opposition. And Sneak again just becoming that ever-present problem for Curry Talk. That was a big goal chance for them. That was wiped away. And speaking of big chances, wow. Everybody with a chance on the touch of that ball, but it doesn't go anywhere. Instead, Salty One taking this upfield. It's going to go across the width of the field, and now Sneak is giving this one up to his teammate Silent Bum. Lloyd puts it middle for Silent Bum, and that shot goes wide as well. Opportunities abound right now for both teams, but just nobody can get that next goal on as we're halfway through this game 3.
Those are great passes for players with slightly higher skill level. You know, that's all I'm saying, okay? They're a little bit too fast for Silent Bomb and Sneak to actually get the passes that Lloyd Austin is trying to set up. Not bad passes at all, with a little bit more communication and, you know, just better cat reflexes. Probably someone can get them. But I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving what Newbern is trying, what they're bringing up here in the offensive plays. And now Silent Bomb takes the opportunity. He realizes that people are respawning. They are way too close to one another. So he takes a shot on the net. Only one person there trying to save the ball. Is not enough. Too much power, too much accuracy, and now we got a 2-0 lead for Newbern A.
I mean, theoretically, it looked like that was a good defensive strategy. You lay your cars next to each other like bricks to a wall, and it's impassable, right? But no, in reality for Rocket League, you want to expand the range on the field instead of clumping up together. So Curry Talk needing to separate their duties and maybe have somebody on the goal line as well. But this time it's Salty One, who I think collided with a Newbern player and wasn't able to make the save.
That was a great play by Lloyd, just taking everyone away from the net, just making them focus on him. So then the pass will go through and it will be an easy shot for Sneak. Not that Sneak needs easy shots, you know, he's a good player on his own right. But if it's easy, the better, okay, the better. So we got a 3-0 now for Newbern. Curry Talk still scoreless since game number 1. Haven't been able to score anything on games 2 and 3, which is sad for them. And oh my God, Lloyd, what's going on here, dude? Take it easy, please.
First, it's the bump play, which was just bullying, but this time, wow! Underside of the Dominus to lead it into the net. That was like cradling the water balloon as in the toss, you know, just bringing it nicely back into your hands. And as this ball game is very much in the hands, a firm grasp for Newbern. 4-goal lead, under a minute remaining. It just feels like the rest of this game is a formality. Oh, but a bit of an interception for Curry Talk. Great save there, just to keep them alive and really make sure that they're giving it their all for every second of the game. That is what has been consistent here, Chimago, is that all these teams, no matter where they are in the game, they give it their last until the very last second.
I love it. And I think it was a one-eye jackpot. I want to call him out because that was a great save. Well, you know, it warrants us saying actually the name of the player that made the save, and I think it was him. But only 5 seconds here on the clock. This is going to be it. It's going to be Newbern A moving forward. They have it. Two teams now ready for day number 2. I mean, for day number 2 of the bracket, but day number 5 of competition. But for Friday, they have two teams ready now, guaranteed on Friday. We shall see eventually. I think it's next if Newbern C is as good as its brothers or sisters, brothers, probably brothers. But yeah, we shall see if they manage to get all three teams on the bracket. That would be crazy if they do.
I would, yeah. Newbern's gonna have to reserve a whole school bus for their trip to the regional land at this point, it seems, as every team is doing their due diligence. Of course, for the format of this tournament, guys, those Newbern A and B squads moving on in the bracket, but they still have to win one more match. I think that's tomorrow before they qualify for that regional land. So, will the Newbern C team qualify, as well as some other teams and matchups that we are covering here for the VESL Season 2? Those questions will be answered shortly after this break. Welcome on back, everybody. It's me and Shamako back with your VESL High School Esports Rocket League action. Season 2 here, and we just witnessed a couple of Newbern teams, the A team and the B team, get to the next round of their bracket. They've got one more match tomorrow to win to qualify for those regional lands. But Shamako, it's time to find out if that C team has the same caliber as the A and B.
Let me tell you, I was watching NC Cyber yesterday, and they're good.
Oh,
they're really good. Dark is great, so you gotta be paying attention to him. I haven't seen the Newbern C team, but they have a tough endeavor in their hands right now if they want to join their brothers that actually move on for Friday. So that's gonna be a tough test for Newbern C.
I like it though, because if you're not the A team, if you're not the B team, the task's gonna be great. Yeah, you're aware of that. And let's see how Dark, Mocha Dark, and Waddle D, and what they have in terms of taking it against this C squad of Newbern. Do they have the winner's blood as well, or can NC Cyber take it to them?
I'm telling you, Dark now shooting on the net, and that guy has a very unique name, WHIO2. YO2? I see. Better guess than me here, Pyro?
Yeah. Nope, I don't have anything better. Nope. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
WHIO2. I don't know, dude. Just make it easier on us, please. It seems like you're having some chemistry class on that name. But regardless, it is a 0-0 match so far, which I'm enjoying. I like it. I thought that maybe Dark was going to score a little bit earlier, but it's not the case. So I like what I'm watching from the Newbern C, which probably not too far away from what we saw from Newbern A and Newbern B right off the bat.
And you know what? Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Oh, that was not the touch that Hio wanted. And you could see it from that reaction, too. Because look on the replay here. Hio gets a tap on it, and it's like, okay, I have time to rotate back. Wait. They didn't realize Dark was right there to score. So it's like, it's a mistake, but it's one that you can understand and come back from. And I don't expect too much of that coming out from, I'm going to go with Hio. I don't know how else to go with this. Okay, Hio. So Hio not able to do that, but right off the kickoff, lunging for that shot, I think they're right back in the action.
Look, I have done that myself many times. I try to catch the ball and I just move too far away, a little bit too ahead of where I should be stepping in. And then that happens, the ball just bounces to the wrong place, and it's part of practicing new things and getting the hang of it. So I understand. I mean, the mind was in the right place. The hands, maybe not so much, but that's not a big deal so far. Only one goal here difference for NC Cyber and Newbern C. Waddle D, with a miss, and now Vicious is gonna have the opportunity to attack with Mocha Dark being on the net, just very careful, waiting for that situation, and was able to avoid the goal from Newbern C.
I want this Newbern C team to kind of take a deep breath and then go at these plays again. Because that last play from Vicious, it was a nice hard shot, but it was right into the defense. If you kind of take a breath, take that first touch nice and light to set up the hook shot or a flick or something a little stronger, baiting in the defense, then you've got a better chance at that shot. No complaints though, or no excuses from Spunkers, but forget about the miss from beforehand. The redemption arc in full effect.
I feel it. Spunkers is the actual Lightning McQueen. Okay, we have seen Lightning McQueens in every single match, but right now, he is the one rocking it the best. Okay, getting the goal. Yes, he missed in the first one, but I'm telling you, Lightning McQueen, it's not about winning every single race. Okay, it's about staying focused. Okay, dude, what's going on? I'm not giving you props here. Don't ruin it, please.
Well, you said it's not about winning every race, so apparently you can lose some every now and then, too. I think they took that a little too much to heart, Shavaka. You gotta be careful with that kind of narrative. Yeah, well, hey, turns out we have multiple Dynaco decals out here as they collide into each other, trying to make that save. It's too many Lightning McQueens in the kitchen? I don't know. Either way, Vicious has another look across the field. Ehio puts it towards the net, but Dark comes up with the save. We're coming down to that final minute, all tied up. Who can make the best play? Flip reset from Dark. Almost sets up the teammates. But it's Mocha Dark holding things on the back line again.
Oh no, that was a great moment for Waddle D to actually pass the ball back to Mocha Dark, but I guess I'm expecting a little bit too much from there. Nice shot from Dark. That was a self setup, and the defense just sleeping on that play. You see, Will trying to maybe fly and get to the ball. That would have been the right choice, but he decided to go all the way down, and then it was too late. 2-1 right now. Dark with both goals for Newbern C.
I'll tell you what, Jamarco, you said it best before we even got into the match. You called out Dark as the striker to keep your eye out on, and I asked for one clutch player to make it happen, and it was Dark. So will that continue? Can Dark lead this NC Cyber team to victory and stop the momentum streak of the Newbern teams? Still 30 seconds to tell that tale as two cars colliding into each other, taking up the ramp. Eventually will unstick their glue. Hio moving in, can't beat Dark to the ball. That quick pace, they are so difficult to beat. Waddle D splits the defense with a touch there. It's taken high. Newbern C, it's not looking likely here, and Dark's gonna kick it off or complete it with a double tap. How about that?
Because why not? Yeah, it's there, it's right in my face, and I'm gonna finish it with style points. So I told you NC Cyber was no joke. That's strong school, and they played yesterday really good. I mean, yes, they were not able to win every single match that they had in front of them, but they look good in every single one of those. So Dark getting all 3 goals, getting the hat trick. I mean, a lot of shots from Newbern as well. It's not like they were not trying. They actually did, and they managed to get a 1 goal. So not a blowout by any means, but they're going to have, Newbern C, they're going to have to do some adjustments if they want to win against NC Cyber.
Well, we'll see if they can adjust and move into the right position to keep that Newbern school on top. But for now, we're going to kick things over to STEM EC at NCAT&T versus Green Level. And I gotta say, I'm excited to see Green Level again. I've seen a lot of this team throughout the week. Listen, the Thurman does seem new to me. But Sensei Boa and Needy Muscles are a strong duo. Needy Muscles especially an offensive threat. So how do they stack up against STEM EC? Well, I'm excited to find out.
Well, you said Thurman is kind of new to the game, but he was, I mean, solid touch on that aerial. I mean, pretty good. So maybe new, but still very eager to win, to learn and get better. And I mean, his name sounds like Third Man, so he shall fit very well on real level. It's gonna be fine. STEM EC, I've never seen this school, so I don't know how good or bad are they. But right now, I mean, they have the lead here against Green Level, so they must be doing great.
I feel like Green Level is against a Slytherin team or something. We've got Draco, and we've got Average Curse, and they are definitely putting a spell here on Green Level. I mean, look at this here. Pass from Draco out to Momo Go Loco, and I go Loco for that goal too. That was a stellar one.
I mean, yes, the pass. It was great, but the shot was what defined the play here. Momo Go Loco showcasing once again. I mean, oh my god, dude! If you actually manage to get that angle I would have said, yeah, that's it. I don't see any hope for Green Level doing anything right now, because that would have been extremely impressive from Momo Go Loco. We're reaching the halfway point here. It's 2-0 so far. Green Level hasn't been doing enough to open the net against STEM EC. STEM just controlling the whole action here. I mean, the scoreboard is not too far wide, too far apart, but you can see it on the field. It's STEM EC the one controlling the action.
I agree completely. I think the way that they're operating around the ball is very planned, right? They have a very good eye for where the ball lies and where everyone else is on the field, where they can imagine the ball going next, right? Sometimes it's all about that positioning. Maybe they don't need to be the first to the ball, but they're able to be ready to keep that possession alive. I mean, think about how long they've had possession here. Eventually, they've got to crash the boards and find a third goal. So they'll do just that. It's an unfortunate miss there from Needy Muscles, and all kind of breaks down after that.
So far, it doesn't seem like they have a weak link, right? Some of the teams have two very strong players, and then one third that is okay. It's okay. I mean, but nothing extraordinary. And it seems like STEM EC, all three are kind of on the same level. Maybe I need to look more into Draco's spasms a little bit longer, but yeah, it seems like at least Momoko Loco and Average Curse, they're flying all over, and they are not scared to go for that ball regardless of the plays. Now, an opportunity here, and that save. I mean, that was clutch from Draco Spasm.
I mean, that should have been Needy Muscles' moment, right? Athena's always singing, "This is your moment," and then it was stripped away. It was stolen. But it's STEM EC. They're the ones that are capable of stealing those moments on defense. They've shined in attack, but clearly they had more to showcase on the defensive line, and that shadow defense maybe here as well. Wow, creating a wall on the block was Momogo Loco, and then Average Curse just dunks the next take. I mean, if this is what STEM EC are able to produce on defense, I don't want to be Green Level right now. I don't want to have to be the ones to go back to the empty whiteboard and draw up some kind of play that's going to beat them.
That's, very good point. So far, discouraging to say the least for the Green Level. They have tried many things, but it's just impossible because the ball control, it's every single time in STEM's EC's hands. They are the ones singing the song. They're giving you that tempo. They are the ones that are controlling the action, and it's gonna be a 3-0 win, maybe 3-0 win for STEM EC. Strong team. I don't know how we didn't see them before, you and I. But I mean, for some reason they slipped through. They're here to make some noise now.
They're making noise. They're making noise, and I'm hearing it with both my ears right now. It is loud, but I'm turning up the volume still. I like it. It's a great tune. STEM EC, keep jamming out, and we'll key in soon enough. But we've got more games to bounce around to. We've got Newbern C squad and NC Cyber here in game number 2, a minute already underway. NC Cyber, they're looking to get that game 2 victory, but Dark, clearly, with other things in mind, had that musty flick been on target, that would have been something.
Definitely. And actually, we had some Green Level fans on the chat with that goal from Dark. I hope you enjoyed that one. Not as much as Green Level, but at least you enjoyed that one. In case you're not aware, we're gonna go back to Green Level. We're gonna watch more games from them, but we're just jumping around in between matches. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We got Newbern C now and NC Cyber, but we're gonna go back to Green Level as well against STEM EC. Don't panic. Don't panic. We're just giving everyone a little bit of a spotlight.
That's the idea. Let all these players shine while they're in this tournament still, because guess what? We're at that single elimination standpoint of the bracket. You lose this best of 5, and you're out of here. So NC Cyber and Newbern C, they understand that just as much as the other teams, And Hio, one to not be underestimated. Almost gets that air dribble towards the net. 3 minutes left. It's going to be Dark who takes a tall shot that might end up right under the crossbar. But Hio, from attack to defense, able to save that ball away. This just takes towards the net and it doesn't even let Mocha Dark defend. Dark is going to be the one still recovering, but uh-oh, Spunk almost there. But shot denied again. NC Cyber's defense really paving the way, and Dark's going to finish the job.
I'm just smiling because this is the time where Mocha Dark actually was sent off the net as a goalie. And he's keeping through right all the way through, and Dark is like, I'm gonna be there just in case, you know. I don't know how much I'm gonna trust my goalie here right now. He's too excited with that trip, but they made it. It worked out. So right now, NC Cyber with a good lead. I mean, 2 goals. That's very nice against Newbern C. Don't get too comfortable because Newbern C, you know that they can score. We saw Spunkers before with a very nice shot, and he also has been very active in the offense. So you can be careful here if you're NC Cyber not to get too greedy or too cocky with the lead that you have.
That's a fact. I mean, Dark's, trustworthiness of players, but still, his prominence to want to still go for the shot sometimes could come back to bite them. How about this roll one in the goal, though?
Oh!
Waddle D! That is a Waddle do not right there. I think I saw a jump out of the roll one. And that is surprising to say the least.
Do we have a video replay? Can we show it? I mean, if it's bad, I'm talking to the dean right now. Okay, right. You gotta do something with this student. I mean, rules are there for a reason, and no, that's unacceptable.
I've heard rules are meant to be broken, but not in this case. Some rules.
No, but you gotta be sneaky about it.
Yeah, that was right. That was right on camera.
Yeah, that's a no. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's a no too. Dark almost just had gold, but somehow managed to make a save as well. There's a lot of interesting plays happening right now, including Waddle D and Dark bumping into each other there. So is it going to be enough of this creative play to allow Newbern C to come back here? They only have 40 seconds, so there's not too much time, but they do have the ball. And their opponent's side until Dark's behind the ball. Every time Dark is behind the ball, they just have their own idea. Look at them. From east to west, from west to east. They're just dictating wherever this ball is going to go.
That's been the problem so far for Newbern C. That's a nice shot. That's a great shot. I told you, Julio has been very active in offense. He's on top of the ball as much as he can. And Spunkers with that shot that didn't connect, but maybe that was for the best. That threw all the defense away. They broke that defense. And then his teammate was able to get an easier shot. And now with 19 seconds left on the clock, I mean, they still have time here to tie the game. Let's see if they're able to do so.
Okay, let's see it. I want to see the chance. I want to see Hio behind the ball again, which they are. We're running out of boost there. And so it's Spunkers who has to make some kind of play, but Dark's taking it away. And, well, that's just the end of the game right there. NC Cyber take game 2. And Newbern C, it's just back to the drawing board for them again.
Close, I mean, kind of close match. At the end, we saw Newbern wake up a little bit more. You see the shots, you see the saves, you see the demos, everything pretty much equal here, except the ball touches. I think Dark was able to control the ball too much. You were talking about it, how difficult it was for Newbern to do something whenever Dark was behind the ball. So yeah, we're going back now to the green level against STEM EC, and green level actually had a goal here. Okay, they managed to do some damage, but STEM just looking even better than before, I guess.
I mean, again, I've seen these green level players out on the field. Thurman has impressed me. Sensei Boa and Needy Muscles, I see as a fantastic duo. I've seen them put in the work. But there is clearly more reps that need to be given here, and with a bit more weight because the weight that is being thrown around by STEM EC appears to be too much. 5 goals within 3 minutes. How do you come back from something like that? I think especially the defensive STEM EC impresses me, though, because we've seen so many good looks for green level just get denied by STEM.
For a moment, I thought you were talking about you were my gym coach. You know, just get more reps and put more load in there, get heavier, and then show the biceps and like, okay, dude, okay,
Yeah.
I felt it. 1 minute left here. Green level doing their best, but it's not enough. So far, STEM EC just controlling the action as they were on game number 1, and just not giving any hopes. Maybe even that they were able to save that. That was a crazy play by Green level.
That was ridiculous. Again and again, the defenses are impressing me by so much. But it has to be a story of offense here for Green level if I have any faith for them to come back in what their next game will be of game number 3, where they have to pull off the reverse sweep. How about this shot, though? Almost in from STEM EC. This is a great look for Momo. Go loco. Go to the net. Almost, but no. Though there's a save. No, it won't go in. And I can't even tell who's got the ball anymore. It's chaos on the field in the final seconds. But we know how this goes. 10 seconds left. 4-goal lead. STEM EC, they're looking better than ever. They're looking to qualify for that regional land. And with one more win, they'll do exactly that.
Sorry for the Green level fans on the chat. I'm sorry for you guys. It's not that they're bad. They're just facing a really great team here in STEM EC. Like I said before, I mean, I don't think they have any weak links. I keep watching, and yes, definitely Momogo Loco is that top performer. He, flip resets, very good ball control, moving around, never out of place. But Average Curse and Draco, they are enablers as well. They're doing they're carrying their weight very well, and you see it here. When they got 4 demos, that means that they're playing, outside of the ball, 10 shots in total, 2 assists, not too much out of the 5 goals, but yes, they're looking for each other. So pretty nice what we're watching from STEM EC. If I'm Green level's coach, that's a tough one. I mean, I don't know what I can tell them to actually come back from this. It's just that STEM EC is just too good.
I couldn't agree more. It's like outplay after outplay for STEM EC. However, on this side of the field, NC Cyber on the back of Dark has been producing plenty of outplays as well. Dark has learned to work pretty well with Waddle D and Mocha Dark. Of course, Dark, they're trying to set up Waddle D off the backboard, but Waddle D, I think, had too much commotion against Newbern C to work against Spunk. How about that touch to set up Hio? Dark's on the backboard and clears it in a massive way. Sets up for the shot. A solo play back and forth from the field. That's something else.
And just a reminder here, NC Cyber is on match point. They have won the first 2 matches of this best of 5, and they're 1 away to move on and say goodbye to Newbern C. They will be the only Newbern school team that will not make it to Friday. That's, a little bit shocking, but NC Cyber is just looking that strong. I mean, we can say whatever we want, but it's Dark's show right now.
It really is. It really is. The spotlight has stuck on one person for a whole long time. It's shared a little bit of limelight with Hio, who's I think had, in the end of the last game, had a just incredible laser of a shot. But there's just too many moments where everything breaks down for Newbern C. You see this play here. Dark's moving too fast. Newbern C at that speed is shocked. It's like a professional drag racer putting a soccer mom in the passenger seat. And, I'm sure some soccer moms drive pretty fast. but they are not ready for the drag level speeds of what Dark is able to produce.
It's fast for a caravan, okay? That's all.
That's right. That's right.
Not 1,000 horsepower or more. So yeah. 4-0 right now. Tough pill to swallow for Newbern C, where they were much closer on game 1 and 2. But right now, this game has been out of their hands, out of control. And it's going to be the 5th one. Dark realizes that he can do whatever he wants. And Newbern C hasn't realized what they have to do to actually stop Dark. I mean, I'm not going to complain about this play. Vicious was actually trying to demo or at least bump Dark to get him off the ball. But Dark, I mean, Ninja, he was able to detect the attack from behind and stop it. Now we see some life coming out of Newbern C. That the fake kickoff, something happened here. I don't know. I mean, why NC Cyber didn't go for that kickoff blows my mind. It's beneath me. But still, Newbern C was able to get the goal.
I mean, the most bizarre part of that play was nobody went for NC Cyber, and then Vicious. I mean, it worked out, right? Like, they flipped right past the ball, setting it up for Hio, who I described earlier, has been sharing the limelight with Dark. So, feed the beast. You know, get your golden striker to be behind the ball in those moments of brilliance. So, really, it was a brain over brawn type play there for Hio and company. Now Hio has to defend against a flip reset. That's just too tough. That's just too difficult with the flip reset. He could go anywhere. And all you can really do if you're on the defensive side is lunge at it.
You said it. He could have gone anywhere. In those situations, the best you can do is have 2 players defend. But when it's a 1v1, that's really tough. When it's a 2v1, then maybe the first one forces the player with the flip reset to do something, and then the second one can react to that, or just combine themselves. One go high, one go low, and that way you can defend it. But in this case, too tough. And while I was giving the explanation, Dark just go coast to coast, from one wall to the other. Basically, I don't know how he has enough boost on that tank. Maybe a little bit of a hack that we don't know. 20% more boost or something for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. But regardless, Dark is just popping off nasty here on game number 3.
I'm sorry, Chimaka, but now you got me thinking, like, what if the Octane had, like, 20% less boost, but 20% more speed over, like, top speed, or this Dynaco Lightning Queen car has 20% more boost, but their power shots are 20% less, right? Like, what happens then? You got me thinking too much, and I can't even call the fact that Hio going a little bit coast to coast as well with a goal.
Yes, very powerful, very well placed. Credit to Spunkers as well for defending that one and just, by chance, but sending it straight to Hio to get that second goal. We're going to celebrate it. I'm going to celebrate that goal. It was good. It was good from Newbern C after all that they have gone through on this game. A goal, yes, take it to your heart and celebrate it. But yeah, I didn't realize I was being so deep with my 20% comment, but yeah, that could change the whole game. Not in a bad way. It will be interesting to see, like, if cards had perks to it each game. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You could even ban different cars based on different matches, kind of like maps are banned on Valorant, but I might be getting too ahead of myself at that point. The point is that despite whatever car you're rocking, you could put Dark in the Tomater car if that ever comes here to Rocket League. I think they're still going to be popping off with what they've been dropping on the field. Mocha Dark called to action there in the perma goalie spot. That breakout getting all kinds of power behind the ball. That plank hitbox is something else. And Waddle D in the dingo. Ooh, close on the shot, but just not there. We trail down to the final seconds of this match, and Newbern C. What an effort here to get out of the group stage and be here in the dozen 16 brackets, but the run does get ended short here. Congratulations to NC Cyber, as they are the team to move on to that final stage of the qualifying bracket.
Everything has been said about NC Cyber and Newbern C at this point, but you mentioned something that has me thinking now. So if we get Mater, is he gonna have the plunger all the time? To use. Is that because that's basically what he has, right? Something like that.
Yes.
So he can whip it.
That or the grapple too, like the grappling hook.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh man, I mean, I'm ready for that. I am ready for Toe Mater to have all the items accessible from Rumble into a regular soccer game. Yes, please give that to me. That's the extra spice I need in the game, Chimako.
People are gonna hate us a lot if that actually happens. They're gonna be so mad. But you can fix it. You can say, well, you can't use it on ranked, only in casual.
Sure.
Maybe that could happen.
like
Don't
it.
use it in RLCS official game. It's okay. But it will be fun to see. Weird as well. And you can only have one per team. You know what? You know about that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Exactly. See, I like this. And I want to be the tomato guy. I want to be the guy with the items because I feel like I can't do anything else otherwise. So
Yeah. So we're changing it maybe into an MMO Rocket League kind of thing where you have.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's too much now. It's too much. You put
Okay.
extra letters in the game, Jamago, and now I can't even follow it. But
That's fine.
speaking of
That's
what we are following, Jamago, I'm gonna get us back on pace here because I want to make sure we are keeping an eye on. From what I know, Green Level has won game number 3.
Wow.
So we were talking all about Green Level versus STEM EC, and STEM EC just had everything going well for them. We ended game 2, Chimako, saying like, hey, if we're Green Level, even if we're the coach, we don't know what to say. It just feels like you're playing the better team today. But Green Level with a win under their belt now, I mean, surely they could bring this to a game 5. It's possible.
I'm sorry I missed it. I'm really am sorry I missed it. I wanted to see that comeback from Green Level because again you were praising them. You were saying, hey, these guys are good. They have talents. They looked great yesterday. Not so much today, but something changed and we missed it. So I really wanted to see the change. I will hate it if now STEM EC just comes in and goes 7-0 or 7-1 on them. After Green Level getting the win. I will hate it. We're just waiting on the players to join the lobby. Something's happening there. But as soon as we have it, we shall go straight into the game. I really want to see. I mean, especially here at this level, I just want to see everyone doing good. It's high school students having this opportunity. I want to see them enjoying it. I don't want to see anyone, just losing by a lot. So this is the kind of stories that I want.
Yeah, exactly. It's the stories that we want to see develop and take it to game 5. I just realized that the way they won the game to Chimako 2 is a 1-0 game. So it was actually after getting scored on 5 times in the last game for Green Level, they let in 0 goals. Somehow the defense shaped up to allow absolutely nothing from STEM EC, which, given how efficient that offense is from STEM EC, I'm with you. I would have loved to have seen how that was possible, how that was feasible. Because there's 2 different narratives here, Chamago. There's either, number one, the defense from Green Level got way, way better. Yeah, they were able to contend with the likes of STEM EC. They can move at the same pace and block some shots. Or, reason number 2 could be STEM EC stopped hitting their shots. They were misfiring. And if you can't get that ball between the uprights, you can't score. So that's the thing in game 4 that I'm particularly looking out for is for STEM EC. When they get those chances behind the ball, are they still putting them on target or are they starting to become inconsistent?
And it happens. I always say that my first game on the night is the best one. Like, I don't have any nothing is bothering my mind. Like
Ah,
I'm just okay. Whatever happens, happens, and let's go. And then from there, I'm going downhill. So hopefully that's not the case for STEM EC. But yes, the first game, I'm shooting everything, and everything is going in. And after that, I try to get to technical. I try to okay, let me hit it on the
right.
precise spot and get this shot that I'm trying to get now to do now for a specific reason, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So maybe STEM EC, what you're saying might be bringing some truth to it. But it seems that we're having a little bit more of a delay with the players, so we're gonna go to a little bit of a break as soon as we have the game going on. We shall be back here to see the game number 4 between Green Level and STEM EC.
Thanks for holding on, everybody. We are back with this matchup that hasn't quite wrapped up here for the VESL Season 2 High School Esports at the Rocket League scene. My name is Prior J. I'm here with Chimako, and we've got a game 4 of a VESL, of a green level team, Chimako, that's just not giving up.
They don't know how to. And we have said it many times before, and we're going to keep saying it. These teams, even in blowout situations, even when they are deep in the sand, they are still fighting. They're still going strong. And this is just the case with Green Level, which they have a rough game number 1 and game number 2, but somehow they managed to win game number 3. We shall see if they can replicate that result here in game number 4 and force, the first fifth game that we have seen, that we will probably see in the stream so far. Let's see if that's gonna be the narrative, or if STEM EC is full of anger and revenge and will take the throne that they were having before. There's going to be an action here for STEM EC trying to get the first goal. Mogo Loco having issues. He's getting bumped, but still he's not quitting with a shot, with a pass. Average Curse trying to get the net wide open, but now Green Level somehow defending that one and not letting STEM EC get the easy goal.
Yeah, not that easy, not quite yet. I do like the way that the pressure is kind of accumulating some shots, but they've got to find a way past the defense to get that shot in. That's honestly, it sounds simple, but that's just a matter of fact where we're at right now. A lot of bumps taking place too. Needy Muscles trying to muscle their way out of that situation, but it's coming out a little bit difficult. Ooh. Momo Go Loco, big chance, and it does offer a follow-up to Average Curse. So we don't know. We're starting to see how Green Level were able to posit a defense that pushed STEM EC away, but how do you push away an attack that is just everlasting?
Exactly, the pressure, and you mentioned it, it was too great from STEM EC. In that pass from Momo Go Loco to Average Curse was great. In the angle that Average Curse had, it sometimes it throws you off on defense. Like if you're not expecting them to be able to hit it towards the net on that way, you might think that you have an easy clear, and then all of a sudden the ball goes over you. So I understand why maybe Green Level didn't go for the straight challenge into the ball, and didn't seem like they were even connecting. But that happens, and they gotta be more careful after that situation to be able to challenge those a little bit better in the next time.
All right, well, we'll see if those adjustments do take place here. Green Level still putting up that barricade on defense as much as they can. That's how they won game number 3. And we'll look to keep STEM EC at 1 and at bay as well if they can. Durham gets up for that shot. A confident aerial, but it's blocked by STEM EC. However, Draco on that miss definitely positions Green Level for an opportunity. Momo right behind it though, and look how many touches Momo's able to get on that sail across the field. It's just that positioning right behind the ball makes it so difficult for Green Level to get around them. So as they afford themselves extra touches and extra space across the field, working off demolitions like that from Draco, they afford themselves big opportunities that, if they put on target, will definitely tally up their scoreboard.
Definitely. I mean, your teammates can do all the dirty work. They can erase everyone from the field. But if you miss the open net, then goes to nothing basically. Now we have a little bit of a break for Green Level. They try to push forward and put some offense, make some offense happen. But if after you are able to move forward and get some offense, if you whiff it, then it's all wasted effort. So you have to be very careful that you make contact with the ball. Another whiff from Green Level. They are having the right ideas, but just the execution, it's a little bit too poor, and it's not allowing them to benefit from their efforts.
Exactly. And the efforts are so well invested. I mean, they've given up so much in order to present those opportunities. They just can't get that finishing factor. So let's see. Are they going to manage something like that on it, especially an attack from Momo here? It's a back pass, but Thurman has it locked up. Now here comes Needy Muscles, looking to counterattack quickly. It's on the midfield. And looking to attack there was Sensei Boa, still in the corner, trying to create chances. He just can't get this ball out of the corner. When it's corralled in that space, it's so difficult to score from. So bringing the ball to the midfield and down in front of the goal is going to be imperative for Green Level in these final 20 seconds. Otherwise, they will be eliminated from the VESL Season 2. Shot from Momo. Oh, that could be the elimination factor right there. Momo, go loco.
I think so. I think that's an elimination factor. That was a great shot, very tough to defend. Basically, you have to read the bounce on the wall before Momo Go Loco gets even near to that ball. So 2-0 right now, 14 seconds left on the clock. It seems like Momo Go Loco has another chance to go for a third goal. Draco was up high, trying to read that from backward. It didn't work out. Needy Muscles with the pass and the shot. It's not there. So this is it. STEM EC wins the match, wins the series, and they're going to move forward. We're going to have to say goodbye to Green Level.
And an honest goodbye to Green Level from us, because I loved watching this team through and through. I think they have a bright future ahead of themselves. They really contended with STEM EC, who clearly is a difficult team to get by. And they made them get a run for their money, too. I mean, a lot of teams here, Chamaco, today have accepted the sweep. You know, it's been game 1, game 2, game 3, and done. You know, they pose adversity, but they can't do enough to get a win against their opponents. You can tell from Green Level, they still wanted to stay in this tournament. They wanted to give it everything they had. And with a win under their belt, I think that's an admirable cause for them to see an exit out of this tournament. But I'll tell you what, we're not seeing an exit out of the tournament action yet today, because we still have a couple more matches to get to. And folks, we're bringing you right into the action. We've got 2 games, Hoff B versus South Mech's A team. And then we've got the Western, oh dear, okay, that is Guilford.
Yep.
Guilford B versus Durham Tech. So, these matches, Chamaco, just continue here as each team trying to get out of their pool in that bracket.
Yes, and I want to bring to one point that you were mentioning before moving to these teams, but from Green Level,
please. Yeah.
From one thing from Green Level, good thing that we have a best of 5 right now, because you know they lost the first 2 very handily. They didn't look good at all on those first 2. So if you're Green Level and you go home with those losses, it's like, yeah, man, that was rough. But after the third one, actually getting the win, it tells you, hey, we got it. You know, we're not bad. We just needed some time to warm up and regroup. And then game 4, it wasn't bad as well. I mean, it was very contested. They didn't look bad in that effort. So, I mean, it might be just me, but I feel like I would go home. I would think about it very much in a different way after having those 2 last games with a best of 5, rather than just going home and losing the first 2 and being like a best of 3 and like, nah, that didn't seem well, you know. So that's just being very hopeful. Regardless, we got South Mech A against Hoff B, one of your B teams here. Pyro, maybe, I don't know. I remember seeing Valen. I remember seeing Dave. I think Dave was the better player here for Hoff B, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember South Mech A. I don't know Math Enjoyer, Prince the Kid, and Nidek. Math Enjoyer. I mean, who does? Who does?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I haven't seen Math Enjoyer, Nidak, or Prince the Kid yet, but now we get the chance to see him. And just like you talked about, Green Level earning the chance to get a best of 5, so have these 2 teams. These 2 teams, they got through the group stage, earned themselves a chance to get this best of 5 going. And yeah, I'll admit I'm a champion of the B teams. I am. Haven't been there before, so I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice seeing CJB take this one from the skies and send it right on down.
It's funny that his name. I mean, great goal, CJB. That's what you need to do. Go ahead and keep doing that. But your name is CJB .20, not 2.0. It's .20. So I'm confused, man. I'm confused. Are you trying to confuse me, or is it something I'm not seeing here? Is it a type of code that I'm not aware of? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Hoff B now able to get the tide here in this match. They're moving. They're doing what they can, right, with the pieces that they have in their hands to make it competitive against South Mech A.
Keep it competitive. Keep it composed. Two teams really going rough and tumble here. And it's cool to see CJB be the one to break out. When we talk so much about Dave and what they've been able to accomplish on this Hoff B team. Maybe this squad has already improved so much through this tournament series, and having to play so many competitive games in a row. Math Enjoyer, patient on the play, gets 2 to bite and glide right through. That play, 50-50, almost good for Prince the Kid, but does get away from them instead. South Mech A, they've gotten some possession to go, and they're getting more chances. Prince the Kid, great effort.
Great dunk. Just being there over two defenders. It's confidence. It's I gotta go for that ball. I mean, it's me or it's now or never. And he found an open net. I don't think the defenders could have done that much better on that play, to be honest with you. They just got beat. I mean, obviously you don't want to have two players going for the same ball, but other than that, it was just Prince the Kid being too fast. So South Mech A back on the lead. Now Dave went for that play. It ends up being the pass for Valen. Valen off the wall, waiting for CJB to do something, but it's Math Enjoyer who wins the challenge. Valen with the dribble. It's not going to get good. Prince now to Nidak. Nidak and Prince both went for the same ball. Again, an opportunity that was lost because if one of them remained in back, maybe one of them could have gotten the pass from the other, but that was not the case. 150 on the clock here. Hoff B and South Mech A still looking that this could be anyone's game except when you dribble in front of the net. Don't do that, please. Don't.
Yeah, I was grimacing as I saw it happen. Both CJB and Dave were turning in towards their net with that ball, and South Mech has a brain. They're gonna send one player to lunge at that ball to try and get the dunk to go. So, you're really setting it up on a silver platter there, and I'm sure Hoff B, with a moment like that, are gonna be keen to try not to make that mistake again, though Dave doing a little bit of those shenanigans again and really giving themselves some trouble as this ball finds a way to travel across and in front of their net again and again. Hoff B have to be careful on defense, especially with Prince the Kid back up on the ball. Nidak trying to put it in reverse for a touch. Math Enjoyer with enough boost to get a second touch. It's a pass over to Nidak, intercepted by Dave. And Dave's got boost, so Dave's got a will. Dave's got a way. Ooh. Pass out to Valen. Shot just wide.
That was close. That they needed that shot. They actually needed to put that one on the net to feel like they had a chance here in this game. Valen now waiting a little bit too long and allowing Prince the Kid to go for the shot. Yes. That's the one you can't not allow. Even if you're the third player, you got to do a little bit better. Cross the attacker a little bit sooner so they don't have a free net just the way that they did. 4-1 right now. South Mech just looking a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit more accurate. Just subtle things, but it doesn't seem like Hoff is having the same was a return on investment, return on their efforts as South Mech is.
Yeah, and it's tough, I think, too, when South Mech, they're all over this ball. And no matter where they are on the field, I feel like there's two just lurking like piranhas, ready to pounce and bite and rip off a piece of that ball as much as and as easily as they have been, and they can. So South Mech A team, it was really bit by bit across game one where they were able to garner such a large lead, but because it happened over such a wide course of time, you still kind of hope and see a world where Hoff B can take a win, because these saves are possible. This defense, if it's a little more composed, can get this ball out the way just like Valen does on that chance. So certainly more of the series to see, but South Mech A not gonna be disappointed with this result. 5-1 on the game one victory.
Yeah, a game that started pretty even, I would say, and then all of a sudden it became South Mech A's game. It wasn't even close at the end of this. We see 6 shots for South Mech, and 5 of those were goals. Extremely good, extremely precise for them. And at the end of the day, not that many shots, regardless for Hoff B. They need to improve on the offense, but it's tough. It's tough whenever you got players that are a little bit faster and they're cutting on you, and they're taking the ball away from you on the midfield. Regardless of that, we got another match here. We got Western Guilford B against Durham Tech. It's happening. It should be happening right now. Yes, we got only 1 minute 26 seconds left on the clock for this match, and we're watching. I remember these guys. I remember Mr. FZ, Zolo, and Waldo here. And Durham is the one actually taking the goal here to tie the match this late on the game.
Wow, Durham, huge here to equalize. I mean, yeah, just hopping in here, immediately with question marks, almost 4 minutes of game time. No goals to be shown for, but I guess it was the Shireen buff. It was knowing that you were going to be broadcasted, maybe your family, friends, any other fan people of Rocket League, right? Trying to see if you can prove your dominance to everybody. And wow, Waldo's going to do exactly that with 2 demolitions and a pass as well. Is anyone there to take the shot? Mr. FZ was there, but couldn't get it on target. So we have that final minute to find out if anybody can crawl away with this win.
Western Guilford trying everything right now. I mean, that offense was great, was so good, but they just couldn't connect. They just couldn't put the ball on the net the right way. 28 seconds still left here, and it seems like they're going to try one more push here going forward. You see Waldo, where was he? He was trying to hit the ball, Solo misses, and now Seal Phantom, he needed to keep that a little bit lower for his teammates to actually be able to use the ball. Another chance for Seal Phantom to make it past the center. It's close. It was only Super Saiyan Mateo there up front, and now only 1 second left. It seems like we're going to overtime. Seems like it. Maybe no. Maybe yes. There we go. That's the overtime.
I was holding my breath the same way you were there, Chimaka. I was like, hold on. All right. But yes, we've got extra time here. Game number 1. And it's the best way to decide an even-handed matchup. Who can score in golden goal territory? It's Mr. FC, of course, with a bullet of a shot. Took a ripper after the defense couldn't get to it in time.
Gonna feel bad for Sam Goku. He just the timing played against him. We have all been there, sometimes we're timing the ball, we want to clear, we know exactly where we want to put the ball, but then when we go for it, it's just not there. The whiff happens, and then it's an open net. So sad to see, sad to happen, but Mr. FC was there to connect, and we had winners. Only the first match. Okay, there's still more time for Durham Tech to actually do something about it. We have another game number 2 tied between South Mech A and Hoff. I mean, this is better for Hoff, I'm guessing.
It's gotta be. Yeah, they just suffered like a 1-5 loss. So to come here and stick things to South Mech and keep it 1-1, it's good, but I'm holding my breath, Chimaka. I'm holding my breath because what happened in game 1 Oh, wait, Dave, what a
Ooh.
maneuver. I mean, unless Hoff B led at the start with 1-0, this is the first lead I've seen from them, and it's off of a dominant performance from Dave.
It was a great steal, especially the way he hit the ball in the beginning, the way he took the ball away from the opponent. It landed in a, I mean, it was placed in a beautiful place for him to connect the ball again and shoot straight on the net. So, I mean, Dave, okay, Dave, don't whip it now. Don't whip it. The team needs you, man. The team needs your tenacity, your energy to stay here on the game. Watch out for Nidak with the shot. He was trying to get Valen off guard. Luckily for Valen, the ball was off target. And now ball just on the orange zone. CJB not able to steal it from Nidak. Nidak moving forward. Then that's Valen clipping the ball a little bit. Math Enjoyer doing something from the air. Another hit, but Dave is there to save the day. And now open net. Is Dave going to be fast enough? Nidak was there to hit the ball and get it away of danger.
Pretty unique, though, to see South Mech A have to race around to make quick defensive plays. I mean, it was more on the other side of the field that was happening for Hoff B, just trying to regain their composure on defense, which they're barely able to do on that position. But still, it's a minute remaining, and Hoff B, they've somehow created this lead that now they've got to hold on to. They put themselves in this position. Now it's time to show everybody why. Players like Math Enjoyer can cut off this lead immediately, though. Check out the air dribble all the way across the field that Dave and CJB clean up on. CJB immediately attacking that air dribble from Nidak. Dave up there, and Valen last call, but hold on, it's right over their head. And Nidak, if they get a good pass out here, it's going to be trouble. Math Enjoyer gets the equalizer.
I gotta call Valen on this one. He was a third man and decided to go forward, and that was a risky play. That's why South Mech had an open net in the end and was able to equalize the game. They had it. Hoff had it. They just needed to hold on for 37 more seconds, but the rotation was not on point. Math Enjoy now trying to go for the second tap, double tap, couldn't take it. Nidak leaves the ball for Prince. The kid with a shot. Oh, that was so close, but Nidak there is able to get the third one, and Hoff B is crumbling right now.
They are to pieces. Prince the Kid, I feel like, was the star-studded player last game, but now they're just teeing up passes out to their teammates, and they're cleaning them up too easy. 20 seconds, Hoff B. If you don't win this game, you're down in the rut. It's not going to be easy to come on back in that situation in a reverse sweep, so they've got to maneuver this ball and keep their shots coming. There's one that's defended well by Prince, and Nidak wants to take the route right to the other side. Solo effort off of the crossbar. That's not quite in. Keeps it on the corner. They've got to put this to the ground for South Mech, and they do. South Mech's A team takes the win in game 2.
Wow. What a heartbreaker this game was for Hoff B. They were so close. But then again, when you see the score, you see the difference here. I mean, it was South Mech doing a little bit more. The only reason why Hoff B was there, it was because Dave had that play where he was able to sneak in, get the steal, and then get the shot, and that put him on the lead for a while, actually for a long time. But in the end, South Mech just too strong on the offense. Those 2 goals, one after the other, really threw Hoff B on the ground, and they were not able to get up once more. We're switching back to Guilford B against Durham Tech. We got Guilford B up 2-0. Just, I mean, very reminiscent of what they were doing on game number 1.
Indeed, and you can start to see why. I mean, for Durham Tech, they're trying to get situated, right? They're trying to get themselves composed on the goal line, but you can see a lot of backs facing the goal. You can see the lack of movement to get in a proper rotation, and there is a need right now for Durham Tech to communicate and stay in that motion, because you know Newton's law, an object in motion will stay in motion, but an object at rest, it stays at rest. And Durham Tech, with them looking like sitting geese around their net, it's not helping.
I'm glad that you're bringing the science here in this VESL stream. We want that STEM. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and not rocket league physics, but real physics added. So, yeah. Bringing Newton here, one of the greats in physics, and Waldo, one of the greats with the splash in his hands. He was able to just connect at the end because there's a slight whiff, but Super Saiyan Mateo wasn't able to do the Super Saiyan speed at the end and get the save. I'm guessing it's Super Saiyan, right? Well, what else would be SSJ? Yeah,
I like it. I mean,
I don't
maybe
know.
they're trying to rebrand for SSG. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, every single time I see someone SSJ is Super Saiyan, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe Mateo was like, what is this guy talking about? I mean, Dragon Ball is for old people, and we're high schoolers. And hey, you might be right. Okay, I'm not gonna take offense on that. That's fine.
Yeah, you gotta accept it at a certain point, right? I've come to understand that. Okay, hey, SSJ, we don't know what it stands for, but they are standing up to this shot here. Mateo, big take, and you know what? Sub the J for an L. Mateo's looking like an SSL out there.
There you go. It's close to the keyboard, maybe he missed. Who knows?
It is just a couple keys away. Hey, you know what? Well, Durham Tech, they're more than a couple goals away from having to, tie this ball game up. So a little bit of work done, and that's good, but more needed, Durham Tech. You need more shots like that coming out from Mateo. And wait, maybe it is Super Saiyan because they've got Goku on their team. Did you realize that, Chimako?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on to something.
He's the Sam Goku, so the South American Goku. I'm guessing. I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch right now. Okay, that one is. But that's I'm a Sam caster. I think that way. My brain is already wired. So, yeah.
I like it. Well, hey, it may be the power of the Dragon Ball Z heroes that's needed here to climb against a 3-goal deficit within a single minute. But Phantom up for the challenge. Had actually taken and ripped apart the challenge from the first one of Guilford, but just couldn't get past the other layers of defense. There's more to beat there. Unfortunately for Durham Tech. Unfortunately for Western Guilford. Man, this B team is showing up and showing out. I mean, they've held on to this lead well and good, and though they've conceded a single goal, they've been able to dominate this game, stretch for more shots, almost a goal there. How about Mr. FZ? This was a player to do it in clutch fashion last time, and they'll do it again.
Great shot, great pass by Solo. We mentioned it before. I think it was day one of us casting. Yeah, we casted on day one. We were saying Solo, he doesn't play solo. He actually plays for the team a lot. He's an enabler. He wants to make passes. He needs his teammates to be ready for him because he's going to be passing all the way around. And that was a perfect example. Just moving forward, going through all the defense, and then breaking them apart so that Mr. FC will have the opportunity to actually make the goal. So it's gonna be 2-0 now. The series for Western Guilford, match point for them, and so is the series between South Mech A and Hoff B, where South Mech is up on the series. I think, right? Yes. I'm right about that. So we're gonna be lucky enough to watch the whole game from the beginning here. Game number 3, South Mech in the lead with the match point on the series.
And we got a good luck, have fun there in the chat. So
nice.
even though this is a single elimination and your tournament livelihoods are on the line here, especially for Hoff B, they lose this game and they're out. They're being asked to have fun. So we'll see if that competitive spirit can also be part of the jubilation of playing the game. It's a little bit tense though right now for South Mech. So tense that this happens.
It was something. It was something. Yeah. This is one of those cases where the replay is going to call before. Okay, it doesn't. I think they patched that. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, where it
where
starts way too early.
Yes. Because sometimes you hit the ball and then it's just an own goal or something, and you don't hit it anymore.
And the
So it's
replay
like
lasts forever, yeah.
it's like, yeah, we're cutting that. It's not happening.
Right.
Yeah, but I think they patch it. And regardless, Hoff B with the first goal, they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. It doesn't matter what happens. CJB will be credited with the goal, and Hoff B now on the lead.
I mean, maybe South Mech just wanted to see what it felt like from working at a deficit. But I do think Hoff B had one lead at a certain point. Maybe they scored first. Yeah, scored first in game 2. So
they
mean,
did, and then Dave gave him the lead once again. Yep.
Yeah. So, and South Mech ended up coming back, but it wasn't an easy comeback. So they've really put themselves in another tough situation here. That said, they do have an offense rolling. It's a great pass in front of the net, so much so that 2 players are up for the shot. Dave tries to sort out a quick counter, but it's sent away, and instead by a teammate. And a hot bouncer from CJB. .20 will land in.
That was a great shot, and actually a great shot from CJB. How much power on that one? We don't have speed anymore. We used to have it. I think we used to have it. Or did I miss it? Anyways. 2-0 lead now for Hoff B. Time ticking down. There's still, there's still quite some time on the clock. But South Mech, I mean, they better start doing some adjustments now. They better start attacking now. And they hurt Coach Chamaco. It seems that I don't have a lag with them. I mean, this is direct communication like you and me. So Nidak, I'm getting the pass from Math Enjoyer. Math Enjoyer knows his angles. He knows his trigonometry. So he's going to send me up and Nidak with an easy goal.
Beautiful angles there. And you know what? If you got a communication line to South Mech, I'm going to pretend I have one with my B team. Hoff B. Come on, gentlemen. And everyone that's on that team. Let's see some spirit on the field. Just trying to get enthusiastic here. But that's tough to get around. Math Enjoyer with the pinch. Trying to produce more angles there. Certainly a fan of it, it seems. Which you gotta respect, they're all STEM students here. So the studies are of utmost importance. And I'd say Math Enjoyer is playing the right game. Yeah,
he's got the AutoCAD open, and so he's in the angle set up. It's not gonna miss anything. Because I mean, yes, we did use protractors, but that was a long time ago for students. AutoCAD is a little bit easier, more faster. I'm not gonna say easier, faster. So 2-1, Hoff still on the lead. South Mech, they did a little bit more in the offense department, but not enough yet to tie the game. Math Enjoyer, now another pass. Nidak very close. He keeps the ball very, very close to the net. Missing that one, Math Enjoyer, but Prince the Kid was able to hit it. Another shot for Math Enjoyer. That was CJB's best defense. He was able to get the ball out of the way. Now, Dave, a shot that will be an easy. I thought it was going to be an easy save, but actually no one went for it. Prince the Kid in the 1v1 situation now against Valen, and it's going to be a back pass. And no one able to connect with the ball towards the net. Yes, they connect with the ball, but not towards the net. Something weird is happening here. I don't get why Math Enjoyer is waiting so long. I'm confused.
Math Enjoyer is downloading every shot and the angle and the velocity. And when they know it's not going in, they're just going to watch it. They're just going to watch it not go in. That is how confident Math Enjoyer is right now. And it's impressive. But South Mech, I mean, your time is dwindling to get this win here. So we'll see if they take a 3-pronged attack or if it will just be Nidak and Prince the Kid to move upfield. Math Enjoyer actually forced to go back towards the net there and catch it. Oh, a touch high as they have removed themselves from the goal side. Now it's Nidak on this ball trying to beat out CJB. And Math Enjoyer back on the defense. Prone to push this ahead, and everybody from South Mech is on this ball. but definitely Prince as they're demoed. Whoa, off of a miss, almost an open look for South Mech, and now Prince again, back upfield. Save is just there in time, and there's a roll one in the net now. A very unique roll one.
They broke it! No!
Gets out of the roll one and saves the ball. Was it worth it?
I don't know. I mean, if you want to be soiled, your soul to the darkness. I don't know. I mean, if it was worth it, but they actually will get the win. Maybe. I mean, it's very hard to tell. Yes, Hoff B gets the win, but at what cost? At what cost? They broke the rule, and I'm disgusted, to be honest with you.
I'm beside myself. I mean, this is preposterous, and you know, it's like in basketball where you shoot it and it gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. It's just not supposed to happen. You know, you see it, the ball's stuck, and it's like this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. So the roll one. Denial from Hoff B is something else. We also saw, though, at the same time, I mean, you can strike Hoff B for that, but we saw Math Enjoyer from South Mech just sit in the net. There was a lot of calamity going on in that game alone, which will make game 4 all the more interesting, but we gotta wait to get to that. For this match here, Guilford and Durham B. Hello. Western Guilford B and Durham Tech. Guilford continue to pound away 2-0. Half of the game left.
I feel bad for Durham Tech right now. Like they have been trying, but they never get the groove on. You know, like they're close to it. They get a goal here and there. Now they're keeping it more competitive, a little bit closer. But still, Guilford having the lead here. To nothing. That's what I'm talking about. You see, that was a great setup, a great pass, and then I've been in Mateo's shoes as well. You know, I miss those all the time, but you don't want to see it. You feel horrible whenever you miss those, and then you try to clear. You don't get the power that you want to. Ends up being a pass for Mr. FC, and you know everything starts to crumble for Durham Tech.
Oh man, you know I saw the idea because. You know you can get a lot of momentum and power on the ball if it's bouncing off the ground and you connect on your dodge with the ball right as it leaves the ground. I mean, you know the power is going to be there. Unfortunately, you got to take into multiple other factors. The fact that the trajectory of the ball is going to be right in front of your net. The fact that if you're observant about the field, there's an opponent ready to strike if you put it in that position. So it's almost like you have to multitask when you think about every little item of this game. And where's Waldo? Not on that shot, apparently. But if you can think of every little item, you're going to be able to be a better player. It's tough to do, though.
Just become a computer. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm asking. It's not that much, right?
Well, I'm asking here is for a goal from Durham Tech. I want to see one. I want to see it. I'm not asking you guys to win. I'm just asking you to try and get one in this last minute. Keep fighting, keep making this fun to watch at least. And they're trying. I mean, I see it. I see it the way they're moving around in the field. That they're not giving up. Yeah, you know they're trying to get something happen at least at the end of the match. So I'm glad they do. Waldo up in the air, not gonna make contact with Solo. Takes advantage of that situation, of the Waldo situation. Waldo with the pass, now trying to get the center. It doesn't happen. Another hit now, in this case from Mr. FC. Solo waiting for it, not allowing Durham Tech to have an easy clear. Super Saiyan Mateo gets challenged, and Waldo will send out off the wall, maybe try to solo play, and the solo play doesn't happen, but Solo is there. Regardless, a little bit too late. Goal ends up being in for Mr. FC.
There you go. Mr. FC has been doing so much in these games from game 1 all the way here to game 3, bookending it with a stellar performance. And you know what? I was on Waldo's case earlier, but Wonderful assist there as well. It is clear that Guilford can make it far in this tournament. I mean, again, this is the B team from Western Guilford, and they're still producing results like this. Nothing short of impressive. Western Guilford B team moves on to the next stage in their tournament bracket. They'll be one match away from qualifying for the regional LAN.
My only grief here is that, Durham Tech goes away with no shots, no assists, no demos. It was a tough game for them. Tough game number 3. Regardless, GG's for Western Guilford B, and we shall go back to see game number 4 between Hoff B and South Mech A. It's basically in the starts, and is it good? Is it good? Is it good? It is good. It is good. Okay, we got a game here, and Nidak just waiting for us to be here so he could score the first one of the match.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions and just little answers there, Chewbacca. That was 5 cars on the ball at one time. Never mind the fact that we're on Utopia Gilded, which
nice.
I mean, it isn't really a very popular map, I will say, between a lot of different players. Players love the grass maps. That's one thing universal about Rocket League players. If it's got grass, it's good. And there's only like a little kind of Central Park type grass patch on Utopia Gilded, and that's it. The rest is the cityscape of Manhattan. So we'll see how these players like it. We continue here on match point for South Mech's A team to see if they can pull away this victory.
About the map, I really enjoy the ceiling. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, the stripes on the ceiling, the way it looks is like the Aurora Borealis. Is that the way it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of that vibe. That's it. But yes, I get the greenish in the ground. It's easier to see the lines and everything else. And lines help a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I never noticed the ceiling. That's actually pretty nice.
Gotcha.
Good touch.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, 1-0 right now. South Mech and Hoff B. Hoff B not getting the early lead, and whenever they do, they don't have any wins when they don't have the lead at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been able to get wins when they're trailing at the beginning of the match. So hopefully they change that back. I mean, Math Enjoyer with the crazy setup there, forcing everyone to go for the pass. And I mean, in the end, it is Math Enjoyer himself who's able to get the pass from Nidak and get the goal.
He's like a troublemaker. You set up a double flip reset, you're going to confuse just about everybody. And he departs for a moment and then comes back to a free goal. I mean, he's just in a constant trouble and do the work needed for South Mech. And it's nice to see Matthew Joyer out of the goal and playing the game.
Yes.
I will say that. So it's
Definitely.
good. It's good. Moments of brilliance there for that player, allowing South Mech to be in the lead. They've got that winner's mentality with the lead. Ooh, ball comes right in front of the goal there. But the waterfall pass, Nidak tries to put it in the net. Still behind the ball there is South Mech, but they could not find a way around the defense. Valen instead can opt for the clear.
Math Enjoyer very much active on this game. You see how he is handling the midfield very well, not allowing. Look at him again. Just getting the ball in the midfield, not allowing easy clears for Hoff B, and then with such control, using the mechanics as much as he can. And this is the weird part, because he wasn't doing that on the previous game. He was even waiting on the net for the ball to bounce off the wall. I was like, is this guy playing, or is he getting scolded by his parents? Something is happening here. He's the same guy. But now look at him. Look at him. Math Enjoyer doing everything right. I mean, pass, then waiting for the opportunity, sees the wave, and seizes the opportunity to get the third goal. So 3-0. South Mech looking extremely strong against Hoff B on this game.
can't wait to see this team move on through the tournament. If that's the case, I don't want to call Hoff B out quite yet. Got respect for my B teams out there. But everything kind of is saying that South Mech, led by Matthew Joy, especially this game, is going to make it through. And I can't wait to see more from this team, because the way this bracket is set up is that if you perform very well in the group stage, you have a bye game. You know, so South Mech is going to end up playing somebody that's waiting for them, somebody that performed better in the group stage. So, I mean, I know we have a lot more matches to cover tomorrow. I hope that's one of the matches that we see. That qualification match right there. I think South Mech A going to be giving that team a run for their money with the flip resets that they produced, with the rebounds that they have. I mean, it is aggressive in the best way.
So you're saying Garinger A or something like that, or Rocky River, you know, one of those teams that we saw on the first day that was really strong, and you know, could be facing off against South Mech. It will be interesting. It will be really good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, you bring up Garinger and you bring up especially Rocky River, and I have to give Rocky River at least the edge. Like, I haven't seen, I haven't seen like goal scoring capacity like I've seen them before. But the point is that a lot of the tools from this team are working together in a special way. South Mech 5-0, they've got some momentum at the very least.
They do. Weird game number 3 for them, for South Mech, allowing Hoff to be, you know, to have the lead, and for some reason not using Matthew Joyer to the fullest of his capacity. But, you know, come game number 4, and we see a completely new team, a revitalized South Mech A, just not letting Hoff get anything on the scoreboard. They are gonna finish this one very strong with a 5-goal lead. And I mean, yes, what a message, what a statement they are sending for whatever teams is going to face them tomorrow. So, yes, very, very strong. I'm impressed with them. Probably one of the better teams that we have seen today. I mean, there are still some other very strong teams. We saw STEM EC, you know, looking really good. I think the Newbern A was a really strong team as well. So, you know, a couple of good contenders, teams moving forward today to Friday, and that's going to be the action. I mean, tomorrow is going to be action-packed for real.
I'm ready for the action, and it's crazy to think that we've reached the end of today's action, because that is all we had for the matches for today. Lots of teams moving on in their individual brackets, guys. Out of all the 25 groups we had for this North Carolina high school esports tournament for VESL, we came up with just a dozen brackets of 6 teams each. So we just saw the round 1 matches, and the brackets had 6 teams. Now they just are down to 4. Tomorrow, we're going to find out those final matches of who qualifies for their regional lands. So, Chamaco, it has been exceptional to be able to cast this action with you, because we got to see so many big spotlight teams and players from the North Carolina high school scene. I'm just happy we got the chance to do it. Any other takeaways or thoughts about what you saw in the action from all the teams throughout this week so far?
It's been great. You know, there's a lot of difference in skill level. We knew that coming in. It's bound to happen. That's fine. But for everyone to be able to join and give it their all, I mean, it warms my heart a lot. And if you haven't been following, you know, the other streams, VESL GG as well, they have stream over there. They're doing great. You know, they're following with more of the action. And on YouTube, actually, they have the quad zone, the quad stream, where they have, you know, multiple games at the same time that we are not able to cast. I think at this stage we're able to cast everything, but still over there, you know, they have the action, and it's not being casted, but still you can watch, you can grab the action from all the other teams that were not here on the stream. So I mean, VESL is setting up the bar really high. I'm enjoying this a lot. So tomorrow, last day that will decide who goes to the lands, to the regional lands. don't miss that action. I mean, that's gonna be great, and then you will be aware of who you will be able to see on those lands, what teams you're gonna be able to see it there. So you can make sure that you then take that date of the land, on the calendar, you mark it, and you decide, okay, my school's gonna be there, so I'm gonna be on the land as well, representing.
Exactly. You get to root for those players and find out that they'll be at the land. That all goes down tomorrow. Votes for VESL Season 2 qualifier round is going to finish up tomorrow. Do not miss it. Myself, Pyro J, Chamaco by my side, and we'd read the sloth behind the scenes working the magic. We've got observers. We got the whole crew over there behind the VESL production, making everything look beautiful. So thank you so much for tuning in with us. It was absolutely our pleasure, and we can't wait for tomorrow to see which teams qualify for those regional lands of the VESL Season 2. See you then.